Well, hello there. Hi.
We're back
Greetings.
again. Oh my God, Monday feels like it was so long ago already. It feels like it was a million years ago.
My hair has stopped behaving. I don't know what's
Stopped
going on. I don't know
behaving?
what's going on. It's just getting insane. I feel crazy.
No, it looks really good on camera, actually.
I don't know. In HD,
It
I
looks
look like a
more
nightmare.
wild in person.
I think he looks cool.
I feel
I
like
think
I
it
should
looked
just
great.
shuffle it up and just go totally
Don't.
fucking insane.
No, I think it looks great.
Yeah.
I think you look a little bit like the guy from You.
Ugh,
No, from
that's
from
awful.
What?
You. We're not doing Who's on First thing. We're saying the show
It's a
is called
show
You.
called Why
I
Are
think you remind me of the sexual predator from You.
You're very sexual predator. He didn't say it was.
I think he's kind of handsome in it. Okay.
Perhaps the actor from needs to be slipped in there.
No, I mean the sex act from the show You.
No, specifically, I left it open so that I could say the character from.
I think you did fine,
Christ.
and I knew what you meant. I didn't
Christ.
feel like there was anything sex pest related in what you said, but here we are.
Apparently, I don't know the show. You could have tricked me into believing that it's a very charming, respectful
I watched
stand-up
for a
guy
season
who
and a
isn't
half
sex
of that
pest.
show. Great show. Really creepy. Just
It's
the
supposed to
creepiest
be
fucking
really
show.
good.
It's
I
fucking
Very
great.
creepy.
It's
I don't
fucking
know
great.
much about it. to be honest. But I've heard good things about it from a thriller standpoint, not so much from a
I
sex
watched it like
standpoint.
crazy for like the first like 3 or 4 seasons.
I see.
I don't think I saw.
It gets very arms racy in the sense that they constantly are trying to one up how ridiculous
It's one
things
of
are.
those,
Yeah.
Well,
But,
like
so they should have stopped at season 1 or 2.
We should have stopped
That's
at the end
most
of
shows.
2, probably.
You know,
That is most
many
shows.
shows should have stopped the season.
That
Was
is
2
most
was
shows.
2 the one where he meets a him?
3.
That was 3. Yeah.
Oh, that's
3,
right.
he gets married.
The wife comes back or something, and like she don't know. Anyway, that's all I know. Is they try to invert the script. And
In
then,
3, he like spoilers for you. In 3, he like marries a woman who's also like a psychopath.
Yeah.
like a psychopath murderer.
Nice.
And yeah, it's kind of like they try and flip the script, but you can't get one.
It's
over on-
very monologue.
You can't get
heavily.
one over on.
It sounds like you're
Derek's,
just describing Dexter.
It's
You know what I mean?
kind of
No,
close.
it's
kinda
extremely
close.
Dexter
Yeah.
coded.
I've never seen Dexter, but I've heard that I should stop after season 5 if I ever start watching it.
I think that you stop after season 3.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Or is
I
it
like
4?
season
Was it
4.
Season 4?
Season
There's
4
one-
is the Trinity.
How many seasons
Oh
were
yeah,
there?
season 4.
How many seasons
Don't
were
watch
there?
season 5.
That's what I'm
8.
saying.
So
You're supposed to
there
start- you're supposed to
8
stop at season
seasons.
4, allegedly.
7 and 8, I would rather do something very gross than read that. I can think of horrible examples to
Like
say right
watch
now.
I think
Arrow
7
on,
and
uh,
8.
And even
CW.
I pale at the things.
I'd rather watch the
I
Arrow
like
on
the Arrow.
CW.
I like the beginning
Were
of
you
the
not
Arrow.
there for the entire conversation about the Arrow?
No.
of course
I
not.
wasn't.
We should move on.
I would have
We
had
should
a
move on.
lot to say.
Well, we're
I
gonna
really
move on.
liked the first season when
Okay.
he's like specifically extremely dark when he's
Okay.
just come back from the island.
Season
He's
1
like-
is amazing.
He's like murdering people. I don't know what this says about me that I've seen you, Dexter, and I like the season of Arrow where he's murdering everybody.
Well,
But,
that's
you
a
know.
lot to unpack there, Mace, but we'll
I
figure it
don't
out.
know. I don't know what's happening to
We'll
me.
figure it out.
But yeah,
Goodness.
I would watch Arrow.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, 7 and 8 of Dexter, I think the wheels come off a little
It's
bit.
just a nightmare.
It takes out, it's one of those shows where like obviously like what's happening is terrible, right? But there's always kind of like an endearing kind of premise, and there's like the good thing that kind of grounds you.
Wait,
And
are
then
you
at
talking
7 and
about
8,
Arrow?
they just set it on fire.
Just if you ever do sit down
I
to
never
watch
watched
Dexter,
it.
if you do ever sit down to watch Dexter, I'm gonna spoil you on something that happens in season 7 or 8 because you should just treat it as non-canon. Just pretend that never happens because it isn't. Basically, nothing after season 5
it
is
probably
true.
won't be a spoiler if you say it to me. I'm kind of aware. I'm aware of a major plot point that happens at the end of the season, and that's where you're supposed to stop. But anyway,
In season 7 or 8, they revealed that Deb is in love with her brother,
yes,
That's that was super weird.
and she finds out that he's like a serial killer
Yeah.
and still wants to fuck him.
Okay.
And it's
I mean,
just
that's a common thing.
They
just crazy.
Sick.
They hand wave it away.
Yeah, they just, like-
immediately too.
like, yeah, no big deal.
He's like, you don't love me. You're not in love with me. You just love me. And she's like, oh, okay.
And
It's
then
like
he's never talking
and
about it again.
It's
Really
like
awful.
not
That's
totally
a common
gone.
thing, though, for people to write to like serial killers while they're in prison,
Sure.
like hoping to get
Especially when they're your
visits
brother?
and stuff.
Well, she's his sister.
Oh.
So. I don't know how common that.
missed
Yeah.
You missed that little detail. Yeah.
I missed
That's
that
okay.
part.
That's okay.
I'm gonna get out one
No, that
D20
becomes-
today.
That makes it different.
That
This is
changes
a
it.
single
know
D20
what?
day.
changes a
It's
lot.
all
Flips the
good.
script just a little
These
bit.
things happen.
I have a
These
whole
things
bag
happen.
a
of
lot.
dice, and I'm just gonna do one D20 because when are we gonna use anything else? Never.
Yeah, I haven't even opened my dice bag yet. Last week, I think I rolled no dice. The week before that, I rolled a die.
I don't think
18.
I actually rolled a lot with Louis Ledoux. I rolled a couple times.
Yeah.
I think you rolled a performance check.
That's
I mean-
like 2 weeks
That was
ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
What we
You need
could
to be
do-
giving out more inspirations, both of you.
What we could do, because I also don't have any dice because we just don't roll them. I put all of our extra dice in the Halassi.
Yeah.
And so we could put the Halassi on the table and just reach in there for dice.
Yeah.
I did go through like a month of forgetting my dice, but I started remembering them again.
It'd be funny to grab the Halassi and then, like he says, roll for this, and just whatever dice you pull out is the dice you have to roll.
Oh, that's
And it's
fun.
just like, whatever, you pull a D4.
That's unfortunate.
Good luck to you. Yeah.
But it's supposed to be a D20 test.
I no joke might steal that for Witchlight when it comes
No,
back.
like a curse
that,
of sorts?
Yeah. We're like,
It
no,
can
for
really
this
only
one,
get worse,
it's whichever
but-
random
But for
one you
damage,
have,
that's
roll
great.
lucky.
For damage, if I roll Fireball, I'm grabbing a bunch of shit.
Come back. As
Yeah.
a
You can just roll one die.
No.
No, you pull out, like, if you roll 6 die instead of 66, you could pull out, like...
Like 60-20.
Yeah, you
That'd be
could.
fucking nice.
Yeah,
That'd be fucking
exactly
awesome.
right.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, I love this. I love this a lot. Brilliant idea.
Andy, why don't you start the
I was gonna
announcements?
jump in. I was gonna jump in the announcements. We'll keep things moving. Then we can talk about extra later, maybe. You know, we'll see where it goes.
Maybe. Absolutely.
I'll think
Buckle
about
up,
it.
okay?
We'll think about it. We'll see it this time. I'll see we pencil in. Welcome back. We are Legends of Evantris, and as always,
We
this is a mature stream.
We are?
We've got some merch
We do?
Yeah, and I've been talking about our merch situation for a while now, and hopefully soon we'll have some pretty cool news about that.
I'm so excited.
In the meantime, go check out our merch shop. Got a lot of really great designs on a bunch of different items and cool stuff. If that's one way you can support the stream, it's pretty awesome. If you'd like to support the stream in an even better way, though, you can become a patron over on Patreon, and that's one of the best ways to support us because you get so much stuff in return. You get to ask us questions every single time we stream, just like tonight. You can go check out the most recent Patreon post.
We probably have questions already.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Right
there's
now.
questions already up there.
Right
for
now.
sure. And we'll answer as many of those as we can during our coffee breaks and our bathroom breaks. You get access to unedited episodes of our session, including Adventures and Chill, and an exclusive campaign that you can only watch on Patreon called Shroud Over Saltmarsh. And now, there's a second campaign you can only watch on Patreon that doesn't have a name yet because we're doing Infinite Session Zeros.
Infinite Session Zeros!
But we're playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay.
Oh,
called-
the things like knocked over.
It's called Warp Woof, and you can see it on Mondays.
Warp Wolf.
Woof-rup.
Don't say woof to me.
And let's skate over
Yeah,
that.
that is pretty fun.
And what was I saying? Oh, so if you ever wanted to watch us play something that isn't D&D, we are playing Wuffrup, which is a 2d10 system or a d100 system. And it's a lot of fun. And we're learning it as we go. And it's pretty cool to watch us as, professional role players learn to play a new system. So you can check that out at the Pearl Dolphin tier higher. You also get access to our hangouts, our movie nights, and so much more. For our important dates, the Diamond Scarab Plus Studio Hangout is going to be October 13th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be honest with you. Normally, when I set the dates, I know what day that is. I'm guessing that's a Sunday,
For what?
the 13th.
For what?
Oh.
October 13th.
I can look
Is
it
that
up
a
right
Sunday?
now. I've got
I
the
have no
internet.
idea what's on that day.
I've got the internet
I
right
want
here.
you to guess.
It's 11 days from now.
It is a Sunday.
Yes! Ha! Yeah, it's the Studio Hangout. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give
And
it
we're
away.
going to have
So
a
normally I
stud
know the dates when I put them in.
Eohan gout.
Then
Yeah.
we've got the Diamond Scarab Plus movie night is October 25th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're watching The Witch.
It's
So,
pronounced VBA.
Do we know where we can get that?
I'm
No.
really excited.
All right,
I've
let's
never
look that
seen
up.
it.
Oh,
And then
I'll look
because
it
you
up
have a
now.
whole-
I've got the internet right
Why do
here.
I feel like it's on
You have
Max?
23
How-
days to source it.
Yeah.
How unsettling is it? Am I going to be able to sleep?
No.
No.
Is it scarier than Paranormal Activity?
No.
Yes.
Laughably so.
No.
If you genuinely believe that Paranormal Activity was a real
No,
documentary.
it's better than Paranormal Activity.
So
Scary.
it's
But if you believe that it was a real documentary when you watched Paranormal
what I will
Activity,
say-
The Witch is
and
scary.
that demons are real.
Okay.
doesn't
so
use
here's-
cheap scare.
It's not jump scares.
It's unsettling,
creepy as fuck.
but it is not jump scares.
No,
it's
it's not jump scares.
paranormal activity.
There might be like one jump scare.
It's about
there are a couple of jump scares.
growing sense of dread
Yeah.
that leads
You're
towards
gonna
a
be-
climax
you're gonna be fucked
rather
up.
than a.
You are going to be fucked up.
All right.
This
So
movie is fantastic.
apparently
Black Plague?
it's available on Prime
more
Video
Okay, Prime.
right
There
now.
are people.
Or Black Death.
But who
Well,
knows?
Sunday.
In 4 weeks, who knows?
It's definitely
With
horror.
Sean Bean.
3
That's
weeks.
more of a thriller.
So start sourcing the
Yeah.
Witch now. You can get it on Prime. I don't know where else you can
There
get
are
it.
people trying to tell me it's not pronounced VVH. That's like the people trying to say that it's not Florence Pugha. Look, I know how to pronounce it.
That's
Okay.
funny.
Pug.
And then for Nikki's Nook, that's going to be October 20th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are reading the book Uprooted by Naomi Novik.
Not to
it's
be
not It's not related to the.
confused.
It's
Yeah.
not related to the campaign.
relation.
But I love
No.
that you picked that as an option,
Yeah.
just as a nod to the campaign. I'm a big fan of that. So well done.
Well done.
Then we have lots of lovely people who support us in multiple different ways, but we'd like to give an extra special shout out. Speaking of the Witch.
That's the Witch.
Speaking of the Witch, if you haven't seen the trailer for Nosferatu yet, go check that shit out.
God.
I
'Cause it's
cannot wait
fucking
to
awesome.
see
Yeah.
it.
It looks so fucking
When you
good.
first put
I
it on, I
understand
was
that you
like,
don't-
oh, in my head, I was like, oh, this is the trailer for Nosferatu. And then something happened, I was like, oh, I don't think this is the trailer for Nosferatu. Then I fucking saw Nosferatu.
So-
and I was like, that's motherfucking Nosferatu.
She pulled it up on the TV here.
Yeah,
while we
no
were working in
warning,
the studio
no warning.
On
And
Monday.
just let it rip.
And I generally don't get I don't get spooked from trailers, but
No,
I legitimately
that shit was awesome.
I legitimately was spooked and scared from a fucking trailer. That's how you know it's good.
We're gonna go see
You
it
don't
all
have
night,
to have
yeah?
watched Nosferatu 1 in order to enjoy it.
Wow.
You got it.
Wow.
That was good. You got it.
That was really
damn.
good, Derek.
It's so obvious.
Fucking
It's
Derek.
so
But
good.
I should
nobody
just expect those
expected
things
it.
by now.
Nobody
It's
expected
so
it.
good.
Okay, so we'd like to give an extra special shout out to our Sapphire Eagle tier patrons and higher. At the Sapphire Eagle tier, we have Alyiskin Gold, Amelia N, Anna Mendez,
Gotta give it
Anna Lou
up.
D, Anna N, Beautiful
Gotta give it
Doom,
up. Thank
Big Ol'
you.
Possum, Blix, Blue Flare 16, Bookner, Brendan J, Cameron, Cedar, Clap Cloud, Connor T, Cosmo Gyrol, Coyote, Dana F, Daughter of Eve, Gail B, Ghost Girl Weeb, Ginryu Kaza, Homebrew Hound, Hopeson, I'm Over It, Italian C, Joshua S, Caitlin, Catherine C, Katie W, Kerry K, Christina A, Ladybug Isabel, Lance
Ladybug
C,
Isabel.
Logan S, Lone Mad Cheetah, Mary, Midicat, Mike R,
Gotta give it up.
Milo is tired,
Gotta give it up. Thank you.
Monochromicorn, Mount D, Noctal, Netalion,
Not Tom.
Seer Cool, Nitro CR, Nosferatu. I was talking about Nosferatu. Oni Bread,
my God.
Halloween, Prince Punk, Prototype
Derek,
X
you're killing people in the
113.
mic.
Thank you for
like
letting us
zigzag
know. I
lines.
appreciate that. Riley Coyote, Robotic Rocket. That's a tough one to say.
Oh, robotic rocket.
Robotic
Yeah,
rocket.
Sarah
Robotic
M,
rocket.
Skittles,
Yeah.
Sloth with ADHD, Snuggy, Soren S, Tony the Tigger, Witch Kings, and Wishy Wassy.
Ooh, thank you.
At the Emerald Lions.
Oh my
your
God,
game
Emerald
is
Lions.
Oh,
What's up? Am I slow?
No. The gain on blue was cranked to hell.
Oh.
That's why.
At the Emerald Lions here, we have AJB,
Oh my
Alexis
God.
Y, Creeper
God.
of Minds,
Oh my
Maddie
God.
Malice, McLovin 1215,
Oh my
and
God.
Robin B.
Oh my God.
And at the Ruby Dinosaur tier, we have Ellipsa, Grumpy, Ruby Sword, and Varys Knox. Thank you all so much. We love you.
Thank you.
Can I come in here real quick?
What?
About the patrons at the the
Pearl
Diamond
Diamond.
Scarab.
Diamond.
Say
Scarab.
whatever you'd like.
If you are not a Diamond Scarab tier higher and are have you not partooken
Partooken.
in the movie night? We watched Over the Garden Wall in its entirety.
oh man.
And it was such
Man, that
a
was
magical. Normally, we're kind of like clowning and goofing.
Was it
the
like-
entire
was it like
movie.
pure silence
Yeah,
and
and it was
enjoyment?
basically
Yeah.
pure silence because all of us were just watching completely engrossed.
That's amazing.
And-
Nobody was goofing. The only comments that went out were like, "Look at how masterfully they foreshadowed this."
Yes.
This is a reference to that.
Look at how beautiful this is. Look at this fucking
It was like
shot.
admiration.
Look at how great
Yeah.
this fucking shit is.
And what was
yeah.
nice is that because it was 8 episodes or whatever, we had almost like a mini chat after every single
Yeah.
episode.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool.
I'm due for a rewatch. I haven't watched it in probably
it had been like 5 to 7
It's
years for me.
crazy.
Se-
when
7 or 8 years.
The ending comes out swinging. Man.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You're just like enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the ending hits, and you're like,
I watched
teary.
a TikToker who makes pretty good content that I like. He talks about Over the Garden Wall, and he basically has coined a rock in the garden ending for what he means by a literally perfect, cannot be improved ending to any work of art. Wow. And it's obviously the final shot of the rock.
It's
going
Greg
in
putting the
garden
rock
with Greg
back.
putting it back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in real quick and answer a couple questions.
Yeah,
"That's a rock fact."
Where can you watch this? You can watch it on our Patreon, but you have to be of the Diamond Scarab tier or higher. And then someone asked, "Are they recorded?" Yes, they are.
Sure
so
are.
if you become a Diamond Scarab and you say, "Hey, we've watched what is it? 9 movies this so far? Have we watched 9 or 10?"
It's 9 because this month will be 10.
So if you want to go, you have a couple Friday nights in a month where you're like, man, I don't have anything to watch. I'd like to watch a movie with the Evangelist Gang. You can go back, watch the recording, set the timer to where you're at, push play, and enjoy our commentary while you watch.
Didn't we watch something in December?
That's why I couldn't
Nope.
remember, but I don't think so. Because I think we launched it in the new year.
the law, yeah, we
Because
Muppet Treasure
I
Island.
suggested
You're right.
Klaus for January, and we'd already missed that. But I was still in the
Yeah.
holiday spirit mode because
Yeah.
the poll was in December.
And that's why we're doing Christmas Carol this December and wouldn't have
to
been
bookend the book in the year with
yeah.
Muppets.
Okay.
And so we were
When you
watching
stopped in the
The Prestige next month.
Yes.
And
That film is fucking perfect.
The Prestige is
That
next
film is
month,
fucking
and
amazing.
Muppet Christmas Carol is December. And so you know what 2 movies are coming.
and that's 2025. I mean,
Yeah,
2024.
I'm glad you brought that up. So yes,
Yeah.
it's The Witch
I
this
just
then
month.
it will
was
be
the first
2020.
time
Then it will
hearing
be
about
Yeah, that's what you meant.
It's The Witch this
That's what I
month.
meant all
I
along.
like. Oh, maybe I said something.
You have roughly
Okay.
3 weeks to source The Witch. Apparently it's on Prime. We'll see if it stays on Prime.
Which is next month.
We've had
Yeah.
some bad
I
luck
think
with
it was.
that.
Which-
I think it was
Which is this
added
month?
kind of
Which
recently.
Prestige.
What is
Then The Prestige.
Yep.
The Prestige is a movie with Hugh Jackman
And David Bowie.
and and
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
And they play magicians, not
In
magic in
Victorian
the sense, but literal
times?
Stage
magicians,
magicians.
illusionists, if you will. And then
And
there's some
Tesla.
cool
David-
shit in there.
David Bowie plays
essentially.
Nikola
Well, it's just-
Tesla.
Yeah.
Don't spoilers.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
It's
Don't
just
say anything
there.
else. Don't say anything else.
It's that era. I mean,
Don't
it's
say
that
anything
era.
else. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy it a lot.
I think you'll love it. I think you'll
it's
absolutely love
very
it.
good.
Never seen it.
Scarlett Johansson, Andy Serkis.
Oh, I forgot Scarlett Johansson.
Crazy cast.
So yes, the Prestige will be in November, and then December is Muppet Christmas Carol.
Someone asked, is it Pearl or Diamond tier? The Diamond Scarab
Diamond
tier
Scarab,
is
yep.
this specific perk.
That's what we're talking
And we need to upload Hidalgo. I think that got crushed, but I
did it?
have
Oh, there's a
file.
couple films that got crushed by.
I think I fixed
Moulin
everything
Rouge that got
except.
busted.
Oh,
Somebody was
That's
asking
what I'm
about
thinking
Moulin
of.
Because
That's
of
what
the
I'm thinking
music, I'm sure.
Somebody just
Yeah.
well, we had it too loud.
Oh yeah.
It was too like.
Because we were vibing. We were
Yeah.
jamming to
jamming.
the soundtrack.
That
So,
is
yeah,
We have
incredible.
learned how to record these in a non-infringing manner.
I think what we've done is about the best it's going to get, and we'll have to just when one gets flagged, we'll re-upload it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to call
No,
out
we're good.
because of how I felt after that movie.
I'm glad
Is
you did.
it possible to just upload it directly to Patreon?
That's what I'll do. Yep.
And that way we don't have to worry about YouTube's flagging
Exactly
or whatever.
right.
We can just upload them directly
So,
to Patreon.
I had
and
to
get
do
rid of
that
them from
for-
YouTube.
Fern Gully, maybe
One of them.
one of them,
One of them.
where it got crushed by YouTube, and
I mean, if you want me to just do that with all of them, like afterwards,
Yeah.
just upload it directly to Patreon and then remove it from YouTube, so we don't even have to worry about it there.
Well-
we could do that.
let's talk about it.
Okay.
I have all the files.
We'll talk about it later.
We've also got Twist of Fate and Twist of Dread. If you'd like to affect our
What's
game
that?
mechanically, you can do so by coming over and joining us on Twitch instead of hanging out on YouTube. But chill where you want. But you can use exclamation point TOD and TOF to affect the game mechanically.
That's
It's
true.
a lot of fun. It's always good. Make sure you join our Discord community. I checked today. We're over 26,600 members.
Wowza.
Yeah.
Wham!
So we're gonna be over 27,000 members on Discord. Very,
That's
very
decent.
soon. Decent. That's insane.
That's okay.
That's crazy.
I don't really have anything to compare to. I don't really go look at other Discord communities very often,
Neither
like
do
see how
I.
big they are. But that's got to be huge.
Compared to all of our other platforms,
27,000 has to be insane.
it's the smallest, but for Discord, that seems high to me. Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
Missing
And then, of course, for all of our socials, like the YouTube, the TikTok, the Twitch, the podcast, all that good stuff, make sure you go to checkoutOurShit.com. That's right. CheckoutOurShit.com.
.com.
.com.
That's our URL. We own it. For our upcoming schedule, we have Uprooted on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's like tonight. We've got Shroud over Saltmarsh on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. But in the meantime, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, or WUFRUP, has taken over Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Patreon for our Pearl Dolphin Tears Nire.
We're having an amazing time.
We are doing a special Crooked Moon one-shot this month instead of Beneath Dark Wings. We already said that Beneath Dark Wings is postponed this month, but we are officially announcing that we're playing D&D instead.
Rich is going to be DMing that.
Yeah,
No, I'm
that's
not.
very funny.
No, I'm not. I'm I'll cancel it.
That's very funny.
We're
We're going to be doing a special Crooked Moon one-shot. Some more details for that to follow. And then, instead of Icebound in 2 days, we're having a board game night. So we will be back here on Friday. We'll be playing games. I am voting for 6 hours of Skull, but I think I'll get overruled.
We'll figure it out.
And,
We'll talk
I
about it.
actually also voted for Skull.
So we'll see. But stay tuned for that. So we'll be back on Friday. All good sorts of good stuff. For special announcements, if you missed our Kickstarter campaign, speaking of the Crooked Moon, you can still pre-order it, but you won't be able to pre-order for long. So go to thecrookedmoon.com, get your pre-orders in now, and because by the end of the year, that's probably going to be it. And once pre-orders are done, you will no longer be able to get the value boxes. That will be the end of all of the awesome value boxes.
Also, we posted our September update of the Crooked Moon. If you don't know what the Crooked Moon is, we actually are also game publishers. You may know us as content. We also publish games. The Crooked Moon is a folklore supplement for D&D that we launched in October, almost 1 year. Tomorrow is our 1 year anniversary from launch, which is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And we revealed
October
the
3rd.
final sculpts of all of our 22 miniatures. And we have revealed all 12 resin dice sets in beautiful HD.
So that's actually a really good point. If you don't know what the Crooked Moon is, you can still go to thecrookedmoon.com or go to Kickstarter and look for the Crooked Moon.
Yeah.
Because it would be awesome if you've never seen it before to go look at all the updates we've ever posted. That will give you an amazing view of the journey we've taken thus far to create this thing. And it'll tell you exactly what it is, and it's awesome. But crookedmoon.com will take you directly to the pre-order store. But if you go search for the Crooked Moon on Kickstarter, you'll find all of our awesome updates and FAQs and all sorts of wonderful conversation going on over there.
You know what's interesting is that even if you didn't know we were publishers, I think there are people that know the Crooked Moon.
Oh, no.
And they know us.
We have...
And they don't know that we're the ones that did the Crooked Moon.
As recently as Gen Con, I had someone tell me, oh, I didn't realize that was you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
That's us.
so we get that a lot.
One and the same, baby.
Does anyone else have any other special announcements before I announce our final special announcement?
I have
I did
two.
see a question, which
Go for it.
Is the Crooked Moon one-shot patron only? No, it is not.
No, we're gonna be doing
it is
live.
a replacement for Beneath Dark Wings,
Yeah.
so it will be live. Same channel, same...
Same channel.
Bat time,
Bat
bat
time.
something.
That's right.
Same bet
It will be in place of Beneath Our Wings, so we're just gonna be playing all day.
First, fun fact, sort of similar to audience numbers with Discord, we recently cracked 100,000 followers on Twitch.
Oh,
Wow.
shit!
That's pretty cool.
Good job,
So there are now over 100,000 of you.
Great work. Welcome.
Yeah, which is pretty
We
cool.
recently hit 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube. So
That's
if you're watching
right.
us on YouTube, thank you. Spread the love.
So 15 times more over on YouTube, but
you know.
they're different platforms. And then I think my special announcement, we need to address the elephant, the 800-pound gorilla in the room.
Yep.
Peggy and Grumley have new art. Oh my god, look at these art.
Look at that.
Look, we have Peggy on screen now.
Thank you, Simmy.
And then where's Grumley?
Simmy.
We're gonna find Grumley. There he is.
Oh.
Look at him.
Grumley's eyes are the absolute best.
This is by Similarity City, or Simmy as he is known. Doing an amazing job
Our
doing
official
art
root
for
artist.
everyone. Yes,
Uprooted
he
artist.
is doing all of our characters for Uprooted. Hazel is coming next, and then we might have some more aesthetic updates coming after that. So, thank you again, Simmy. Doing an amazing job, really kind of capturing the original spirit of the character.
But in a
Fantastic.
new style
Yes.
that is more our own.
Yep,
That's right.
yep,
Are there
agreed.
any other special announcements before I announce the final special announcement?
I'm going to call it Hoodie Man 95. This was deliberate. I like how Peggy's robe looks very easily taken off. That was deliberate.
We had a lot of
talked
debates.
about that so much. There was actually a question. If you notice, she's got like a dress on underneath it. The question came up was, should there be anything on underneath the robe? Yeah, we had to put something there, but yeah, very much so.
Love that. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready? Because I'm ready.
Are you ready to click that button, Rich?
Thank you.
Hold on.
You had to remind him.
Is it
Vamp
updated?
for me.
Okay.
Vamp from a vamp from a vamp from a vamp.
Just
talk about other stuff.
I'm doing a dance. Rich.
What is even happening?
I was having problems with this earlier today, and I forgot to do it last time.
Wow, that was really good. That last one. That was really good.
Well, you got to do the
That was good too. I like that. I like that.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
From across the table.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I would like to take a moment to thank tonight's sponsor of our stream, our good friends over at Ghostfire Gaming and their brand new Kickstarter campaign for Grim Hollow Transformed.
Yeah!
Make sure you are using !Grim in chat. Follow that link to go check out their Kickstarter. They just launched today, for
today?
the spooky season.
They are slaughtering.
And in the
They're doing
meantime,
amazingly.
while you go check it out, we got a short video for you. Enjoy.
How the gentle wind beckons through the leaves as autumn colors fall. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty nice. My scarecrow's looking pretty nice.
Hey, Gary, what's going on, man?
I'm just getting into the autumn spirit by making my very own genuine scarecrow.
Oh, that scene was beautiful. I heard it from all the way in the other room.
Oh, well, I didn't know any was in earshot.
I did know. What are you working on here?
Oh, I got my very own pumpkin-headed scarecrow. It's gonna ward off all them mean old crows that are around.
Yeah, well, it's a perfect time for that. It's finally October. And what better way to spend the spooky month than diving into the pinnacle of dark fantasy role-playing? It's Grim Hollow!
Did you say Grim Hollow? I feel grim and hollow every day of my life.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of years.
That's right, our friends over at Ghostfire are releasing Grim Hollow Transformed. It's a total refresh of Grim Hollow with the updated new rules for D&D 2024.
So that means we can play Grim Hollow for the next decade.
That's right.
If I survive the next decade, it's been a rough couple years.
In this campaign, they're offering 2 massive books. In the Player's Guide, you can find the Heritage Trait System. It allows you to customize your species with over 100 different options. They've got a new Monster Hunter class, which is an intelligence-based martial class with 3 new subclasses.
Monster Hunter, I can't wait to grind endlessly for little reward. Maybe that's a little scathing.
We can always set that one out. And it's coming with 4 subclasses. We're talking the Devourer, the Carver, the Trapper, and the Occultist.
I'm gonna devour some Halloween candy, carve some pumpkins, and track down some awesome costume deals at the local Spirit Halloween.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta ask you, how do you feel about candy corn?
You know what? I think it gets a lot of hate.
I'm with you, Gary. I'm with you.
Thank you. I knew you had a lick of sense about you. If only there was one.
But that's not all. There's over 40 dark fantasy subclasses that include remakes and improvements on the original 24 Grim Hollow subclasses, plus new ones like the Oath of Slaughter Paladin and the Sanguine Thief. Your characters can even undergo dark transformations, making you like the foes you face.
Just like the dark transformation my ex-wife went under after we got married.
Oh yeah, but these grant you great powers at a terrible cost.
Like half of all my assets and future earnings.
Oh, at least half.
And the kids, I can't say that. I can't say that.
That's too far. The campaign guide features everything you need to run your game in the world of Etheris. We're talking rules for grounding your game in dark fantasy, because choices matter. All sorts of unique diseases and curses, plus over 100 unique magic items to find as you explore. So, what do you think, Gary? It's time!
Wow, what a deal. Normally for my dark fantasies, I gotta pay $5 a minute.
Oh, no. The campaign is live right now. You don't want to delay.
Live out your dark fantasies now, not at $5 a minute.
I just don't know.
It'll be fine. Put it in there. Editor's note, put this in there. Put it in, keep it in. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward, editor. Put it in.
So don't delay. Check out the link below and go back Grim Hollow Transformed.
Have a merry Grim and Hollow autumn season.
I can't wait. We got a whole month of this. Okay, besides candy corn, what's your favorite candy?
Of course, the objective best candy, Mounds.
I thought you were going to say something like Almond Joys.
That's way too fancy.
I see.
Almond? What are you, crazy? It's just gotta be Mounds.
Look, there's a good chance that we're going to be talking about this later. How about costumes? You think about costumes for later in the month?
I'm gonna get the best Halloween costume you ever ding dong seen.
And just to clarify, this is not your costume, right? This is like an everyday thing?
What, a wizard with a hat and robes with stars on them? Is that a Halloween costume, Andy? Preposterous.
I'm just asking.
Idiot, are you kidding me? This is a work uniform.
Okay, all right.
This is a work uniform.
Okay.
Not a Halloween costume.
I'm sorry.
Gosh.
Exclamation point Grim. Follow the link. Go check it out. It's really awesome. They're off to a great start.
Thank you, Grim Hollow. Great friends of the stream.
We got a lot of people to thank.
Mm-hmm. I will thank people.
All right, I'm gonna run the restroom while I do that.
Mighty Buttercup, 5 gifted subs. We have a 200 from CB, 300 from Aerosmith. We got a Dread from Michael Motorcycle. 10 gifted memberships from Brad Roberts over there on YouTube.
Whoa!
Nero Dragon 3 with a twist. Meister Fenrir with a twist. A Dread from Michael. A Dread from Nero Dragon. We got 1,000 bits from Xander Outlander. A lot of rhymey names today. Metzo Exo. Or Mets Exo, with 10 gifted subs. 1 gifted sub from Chronic Small Bean. We got 2 gifted subs from Meister Fenrir. We have 1,000 bits from Meister Fenrir, 2,800 from Cobalt Blue Waters, a gifted membership from Moist Weenus. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that.
Moist
500 bits from Nero Dragon, 2 gifted from Note Does Art. We got a raid from Dookie Bubbles. We have 10 gifted memberships from Brad Roberts. 1 from 406 Callan. 5 from Papa Goose Ollie. Good God, thank you all so much. Let's see what else we got here.
Golly, everybody.
Golly.
We got a dread from Michael Motorcycle. We have a $20 super chat
$20
over there on
Oh.
YouTube who says, was listening to Legends of Evantris when I saw you were live. I just knew I had to tell you guys, wild mag dread rolls have been the only thing I've stolen from a campaign, and it's made everything 10 times better for everyone. Yeah, steal all that shit. Just steal it. 500 bits from Tin Can Crab. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What
Thank
a
you.
fun
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you again, sponsor of the session.
Thank you.
Ghostfire Game.
I have an announcement.
Oh, yes?
I only roll D10s now.
Okay.
So if there are any rolls this session, there weren't any last session, but if there are, I'm just going to roll 2d10 and add them together.
But that doesn't work.
I mean, it's close enough.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
I don't think that works.
It's close enough.
No.
I only roll d10s now. What can I say?
You can't get a natural 1. That's cheating.
That is cheating.
Yeah, but you're less likely to get... You're more likely to be in the middle.
No, it's cheating.
You're cheating.
No, it's not.
You're a cheat.
$10 super chat from Nope. Just found you guys this week and have been binge watching since. Love the vids and streams. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Evantris fam.
Another 1,000 from Nero Dragon. Thank you. Ba, 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 ba. 1,000 from the Mighty Buttercup.
wanted to sneak up on you.
Yeah, I got startled.
Thank you for the
$50
1,000 bits.
Canadian super chat from Grimslayer47. It's near the Grundle. I also like your pug profile picture.
Oh my god.
It's a pug
I like the
sausage
pug.
loaf.
Wait, how did you see
It's a very specific super,
I can see it
super
on.
chat
I have YouTube
amount.
pulled up on my.
Well, it was $50 Canadian. And
Oh,
they
I see.
converted
It
it for us
converts
right
for us,
here.
I
Yeah,
see.
that's right.
Thank you for $36.97.
That's wild. Because sometimes it doesn't convert. Like I think Mexico dollars it wouldn't convert for us.
Weird.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's
How much was it?
a Mexican dollar. Right?
$36.
Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
A whole year from Lazzy Pudding. Thanks for the year.
Thank you.
I think I have a special announcement. One of my favorite comments that we got is that they were wishing we would make a second channel with only our animated stuff because they didn't want to have to look at our faces.
We get that all the time. All the time.
That goes, that's right up
wish
there
they
with
I
didn't
just
have
have
to
a
watch-
very serious T-shirt pitch I
Yeah.
gotta make after this.
They
Somebody
didn't have to
remind me.
watch our live action content.
You've got
Yeah.
a face for Audible.
Yeah, face for radio, man. That's savage. Well, you know.
We're not going to do that.
It's
We are
fine.
not
We're not going
doing
to do
hell
that.
no.
Sorry.
You can,
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
if,
We'll just cry
if
ourselves
one
to sleep
person
tonight.
thinks we're too ugly to look at, then fuck them.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
at
like
least
3
the
or
second.
4.
Yeah, I mean, that's the second.
That's
one
true.
more. And
That's true.
You know,
I don't think that matters.
yeah. Well.
It would have to be a statistically significant number of human beings.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm going to put cream in my it's not coffee, it's tea.
Cobalt
not even
Blue
tea.
Waters.
It's just
A
flavored water.
twist. Also, it's not September.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not. Do I have that running?
But
I specifically removed it from the
no.
announcements.
But
think
we
we're
are
good.
trying to get subs to unlock more emote slots.
Yeah. So throw some subs.
Yeah. We like subs.
That's an ever uphill battle.
We've fallen way far from our goal. So I
We did
got,
unlock a
I
few
got
more,
rid of
though,
it,
right?
but
We did unlock
We
a few
did.
more.
We unlocked.
So we gotta get those. We gotta get new ones.
I think we unlocked 9 or 10 more.
That's amazing.
Let's go.
That's insane.
So
We also had that absolutely crazy day.
we did.
That one day where it was just like
One of them
minute
had-
after
was it during
minute,
the
it was like
plushies?
50 bombs. No, it was just like a random day.
It
Wasn't when
was-
we were sharing
It was
the
when we
plushies?
went. It was when we went live before the countdown because the train was already going, and it was just like we ran
Oh,
the train.
yeah.
That was a good
It
day.
was
for
one
like-
of the first uprooted,
for like an
like
hour.
return of uprooted. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
It was like the. It was like
Yeah.
the. I mean, I was there, so it was probably like the second episode.
Yeah,
or the third
probably.
episode or something.
Unfortunately,
see.
I regret to inform everyone
Oh, no.
because with these new emotes, we are contractually obligated to have one of them be Rex Max.
Yeah, it's not, there's only one person. There's only one person cheering.
Let's go!
Does anyone know? I've already gotten it commissioned.
Are you gonna say what I said?
It is just an urn
Yeah.
that says Rex on it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the Winnie the Pooh honey pun.
I'm okay with
It's
that.
going to be red,
Winnie
and
the
it's going to
Pooh.
say Rex on it. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
had
be-
joked that it was
Instead of
going to be a
honey.
Rex Maximemo, but it was just going to be a tombstone.
Yeah.
Either way.
Incredible.
We never said what form the Rex Maximemo would
Can
take.
Rex be spelled wrong?
There's
Like
a W in there.
WRECKS.
And you'd never guess where.
The W sound.
Yeah.
And
It's
you'd never
spelled-
guess where.
it's spelled- Rip.
Rex. REKS. Rex.
Yeah, WRE.
Oh, I even just chopped off the W to make it look
Daro
more wonky.
Zaman 02,
R-E-K-S.
5 gifted.
Oh, just
And
one- yeah,
Emily
throw an X in
Scribbles,
there.
5 gifted. Thank you so much. Much appreciate.
Anyway. Oh, I guess I have to do the YouTube announcement. The YouTube intro.
Intro.
Anything else we should talk about?
Subscribe to our channel and check that bell so you never miss an episode.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get there.
That's pretty good.
Check out our update where you can see beautiful resin dice that you can
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
at thecrookedmoon.com that is extremely unreasonably and unwisely priced, even still.
It makes me feel
Unreasonable for us, extremely reasonable for you. You'd be foolish not to take advantage of our foolishness. Cat
God.
Big the Cat,
Big
5
the Cat.
gifted.
What?
Thank you. Big the
Oh
Cat.
my God, Big the Cat.
Sonic fans drunk with power now demand to make the cat in the new movie. That will forever be my favorite Onion article of all time.
I think the
feel
director
like-
of those movies is a coward because
so good.
he said that if they ever added
the Cat
Rouge the
is so
Bat, it would like,
incredible.
open a big can of worms.
That's the,
Add Rouge the
word
Bat,
of
you
that
cowards!
being a can of worms.
No, Rouge will be in there. Big will be in there eventually. Even like as a meme.
Yeah.
He'd show up for like 2 seconds and die horribly.
That's very funny. Hidden Summer, thank you for 5 gifted subs. Loving all these subs. That's amazing. $50 super chat from Fat
Oh
Monk
my
1.
God.
Thanks for all the amazing entertainment. Desperately trying to catch up to current episodes. Thanks
Hey.
for letting me/us share in the belly laughs.
Thank you.
We're
Yeah.
happy to join you. Oh my God.
A lot of belly laughs.
50 gifted subs from Now That's What I Call Music 75.
No, you should have said, now that's what I call 50
Oh
gifted subs.
my God.
That's what I call gifted subs 50. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you so
Now
much.
that's what I call gifted subs 50.
Now that's what I
man.
call 50
Holy
gifted
shit.
subs.
Right onto the treasure chest. The Mighty Buttercup gifting 2 subs.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've got 700 bits from Helifa. I read that
Oh,
as
not-
Hello Fresh.
I read it as Helya, like
Oh.
from
Oh.
Cask of Souls? Mauve Souls?
Oh.
Final boss in
yeah,
Mauve
yeah,
Souls.
Yeah, yeah.
From Legion.
That was my favorite dungeon.
From World of
because
Warcraft.
It took
That was
20 minutes.
Shadow.
Hell yeah.
No, that was Legion.
Oh, yeah. She came back in Shadowlands. though.
She
She
did.
did. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
still
for
a
sure.
big deal, I think.
Yeah.
5 gifted from Thaddeus P. Kumquats. I didn't make that shit
Oh, I
up.
thought you literally made that
I
shit
literally
up.
didn't make that
I
shit
thought
up.
you literally
It's
made that
Thaddeus
shit
P.
up.
Kumquats.
Total aside, did you guys hear that Mists of Tyrna Scythe is back in the Mythic Plus rotation?
Oh, wow.
So is Necrotic Wait.
And so all of
What?
these people are having to
Necrotic Wake.
relearn the
Mist.
the
Grimbatol.
pathing.
Mist, I always loved Mist.
I love Mist too.
I love Mist
I
too.
actually really liked Necrotic Wake 2, even though it was a nightmare. But I liked that dungeon.
Once I learned the route,
I only hated Grimbatol of the ones that are in now.
I truly loathe
Grimbatol's
Grimbatol.
back?
hated
What is
Grimbatol.
that one? I don't think I know that.
That
You've
was
never done it.
from
Dragon.
Cataclysm.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
There's a part where you gotta fly on a dragon and like bombs.
awful.
It's an
mags,
ancient
and
dwarf
it's, like, really-
city
I don't think
that was
I know.
taken over by the Blackrock Orcs and
Yeah.
Them
old
the
gods
the
too.
old
It's
gods.
just the
and
mechanics are super unforgiving.
there's some really questionable lore stuff that happens there.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't
Jimmy
see
the
other places
Wizard.
back.
5 gifted subs. Thank you.
Siege of Borealis. I also hated that one.
That sucks.
That one I hated. I only ran that one a couple times, and that one was awful.
Because you had
That's
to do the
got a lot
crazy, like, there's all those
If
super
you
weird
had,
strats.
like,
For me, it's the
yeah.
banana room.
If you had
It's
a
like, I don't even
Galaxy
like
Brain
bananas, but here I
tank
am
leading
eating
you, it's really easy.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a Galaxy Brain tank, it's awful.
I hadn't really leveled up yet, so like I was still kind of intermediate at taking Mythic.
Well, that's also a dungeon where like every ad pack had a unique and
Yeah.
different mechanic.
And if you fuck
that
it
was
up-
like if you fuck it up, then
you,
like
you
dead.
burn the key.
To be fair,
Yeah.
there are dungeons that I don't like, regardless who's tanking. You know what I mean? They're like
Yeah.
that's not
No,
that's
well,
not
yeah.
you know
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
just fuck it. Like fuck that.
Some are
dungeon.
just like really punishing designs.
Yeah.
And
Did
those
the other
two-
side ever come back?
What?
Oh,
The other side? The other side.
The other side.
Yeah.
I did
was
not
that
care
last-
for that.
I mean, that's
I really
pretty,
like
that's
I
still pretty
loved that dungeon.
I like
My
the
problem
other
is it was
side.
so fucking long. It took almost an hour to do it.
It was very long.
It's too long.
Yeah.
Great dungeon though.
Yeah.
I'm horribly traumatized. The very last like super high level key that I
remember.
did, I
Well, you
died
were pushing
to the
crazy
hallway
keys, too.
like literally 15 times.
Yeah.
We were like cruising, and
hallway.
I just literally like,
They're, like,
had-
with all the ghost fire that traps
Yeah.
instantly.
and I literally kept trying to go through. I took 2 battle reses. I kept coming back, and I died literally 15 times.
Were you tilted?
I was tilted.
Yeah.
I got the second I died.
You're speedrunning. You're like, I'm fucking this shit. I'm
I
just
got
going through it.
tilted
Clips
so
it again.
hard. I literally just I
mental was all-
I'm
Well,
sorry to
and
hear
you
that,
were like
buddy.
running 20s too. So
Oh,
like those are the
I
ones
think it was like
where-
22.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, you
24.
get hit by a
22,
single.
You can't touch
you're
anything.
You're getting like you're getting white swiped down. You know
Remember
what
those
I mean?
storks?
Oh
I
yeah.
PTSD about the storks.
That shit was nuts.
Where are the storks?
And the
That was
right
in
past
the,
that room.
That was in the Fey area.
Oh,
The other side.
Going down to
them
the
storks.
ethereal boss.
I thought you were
storks.
talking about what was the pirate one? Trothac Shark Launcher.
Oh, Freehold.
Freehold's fucking
Freehold's
awesome.
awesome.
Freehold was
I
awesome,
love
but I
that
thought
dungeon.
that made me think of storks. Didn't they have
Anyway.
flying birds all over?
Yeah, but no, the storks were
Parrots.
literal cranes that
Yeah.
would like
Or crane- they were
enrage.
cranes, they were cranes.
And they like they would you'd have to like move
Oh,
them
and
all
you
up
could
quick.
call each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could.
Yeah, and if you
it got
didn't
off a
stun your
cast, they
call,
called
basically the
everyone.
entire dungeon.
They
calls
called the
like-
room. Yeah. Oh,
and that's
man.
also with the stealth spriggans. So like, if you didn't know what you were doing, you
Oh,
could
that's
pull
another one.
Yes!
everything from 50 miles around, and
Yeah.
you're just dead.
I would
Whole
plug it,
zone.
and I was playing Boomy with some Brewmaster Monk, and I had like 5 interrupts, and so I would interrupt that screech like 5 times,
That was
and
so
then like I'm out of everything, and no one else would interrupt the 6th one, and we would
Classic.
burn the key. Anyway, enough super obscure.
Thank you for the
Let's run
$20
keys
super
for
chat, Seth
content.
Keefe.
Well, I don't think you can even burn keys anymore. They've like changed it, so it's like much more forgiving.
They squished the difficulty level. It's actually more punishing, I think, because the key.
Well, no, because it used to be like your key was just gone, but now your key just de-levels.
Yeah, in
like, you never-
Legion, you used to brick your
You
key.
never
Yes.
lose your key anymore.
Yes.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
it
You
downgrades.
can get it down to 1, but then you find a good group, you can go straight back up. So you're
Yeah.
never like, shit, my key's just gone
Correct.
for the week.
That's correct.
Yeah, right.
You will always
It
have a
just
key.
drops one level
Yeah.
and you get it back.
I believe in Legion, it would just
I
get
was gonna say
destroyed.
I've never played when you could destroy the key, so
Right.
that's been a change for a
That
long
was
time.
Yeah, long
that
time.
was when I played.
Yeah.
Was when it would just.
Was Legion Junkyard? Was that Megagon?
No, that was
No, we played.
Oh, that's
we-
BFA.
We
right?
did a little
Yeah,
bit at the
yeah,
end of BFA.
Yeah.
Where we were doing
that was
Mechagon
fun.
and Junkyard.
Good
and all that
times.
stuff.
We may need to do a Nikki mic test.
Yeah. Apparently, the left side of the table is very quiet,
What in the hell?
or the right side, depending on.
Brown. Let me just crank.
Take it to Brown.
Let me. I mean.
Take it to Browntown. Take it to Browntown.
Take it to Browntown.
Take it.
Take it.
Take it.
Take
What
it
in
to
the hell?
Browntown.
Take
Oh,
it.
we're all +6.
How does everyone know this song?
Plus
Take it
six.
to Browntown.
Plus six. That's me every single night. At the
I don't
table.
know
Yeah.
what else to do.
How does
How did this
everybody know
happen?
song?
That's very funny.
You just gotta believe.
Nikki, go ahead and talk.
Hello, I'm talking. I'm talking louder, but I'm talking.
There's just not.
There's no oomph.
Talk a little more. No, you don't talk that here.
Say
I'm
you're gonna tell the egg that you have to murder Bitsy.
No, I've already done that bit though. I can't do it
It was
again.
just
Like
really
the delivery
funny.
would
Tell
be
the loaf
different
of bread
now.
that you
It
have
was
to
just
murder
really
Bitsy.
funny. Yeah.
Well, I would
Yeah, tell the
never.
loaf of
No, because
bread.
I would never speak to a loaf of bread. Like, why would you ever
wow.
talk to a loaf of bread when your
Well-
alternative is a deviled egg? I mean, really.
Oh.
Besides, loaves of bread have to concentrate on flying the airplane.
Exactly right.
I thought you were gonna say have to concentrate
What in
on
the hell?
relaxing and just lounging about.
Don't you know that's that
No, those
joke?
are the potatoes.
Why
No.
did the
Well, 'cause they're
airplane
loaves.
crash, Rich?
Okay, well,
Versus
potatoes.
The pilot was a loaf of
Why?
Loaf.
Because the pilot was a loaf of bread.
Yeah, but the bread's flying the plane.
Is that one of those
But it's
like
not a pilot
nonsensical?
bread.
Anti-jokes.
Does it make any sense?
No.
An anti-joke.
Yeah.
You just yes and it and move on.
Oh,
You don't have to yes end it. You can be like,
You
no.
just yes it. You just
No,
yes
but.
it and move on.
so I don't know. I think nothing can match the pure brilliance of Cow Tools.
Well, no, that is the true.
That's true.
That's the
Right?
ultimate
I love
joke.
Cow Tools so
Yeah,
much.
Cow Tools is great.
It's the height. It's the height of comedy. There's also one where a cow is looking forlornly out of a window, and
I think
it's
something's
wearing
fucked
makeup.
up here.
It's wearing jewels. It has a dress.
With
It has
what?
big diamond rings on its fingers.
I think my hard limiter
It's
is
got a
doing
goblet of
something
wine.
weird.
Yeah.
And underneath the woman cow looks out the window, and it says, "Wendell, I'm not content." And that's very funny.
My new favorite one is the Matter Baby.
The what?
The matter, baby?
Whoa, the what?
It's the
supposed to
what's
say.
the matter, baby.
What's a matter, baby?
Oh.
Yeah, nothing much. What's the matter? With
I think the greatest comic ever written.
Kuna Matata, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Couch
I-
and I think all the people who don't get it, like they're just
No, it
brainless.
kills me. It
I
kills
saw-
me
And
every
if you
time.
don't get once you get cow tools though, and you finally it hits,
Yeah.
then suddenly it's
No,
like
that-
literally the height of comedy.
what is it? A comic?
Yeah.
I'll show you.
To your joke, I saw a short clip the other day
you
of
get
a
it.
guy. He's sitting there on the couch and he goes, "Hey guys, doesn't it smell like wrong dog in here?" I said, "Hey guys, doesn't it smell like wrong dog in here?" And it fucking killed me.
That's very funny.
Because he wants to ask what's wrong.
And they are.
Yes, and no one will laugh. And he's like tearing up and he's like choking up. It's very good.
It's very funny.
I'm glad Mason
This is
appreciated
cow
it.
tools.
Yeah.
What is that?
Maybe once you get
It's
it,
a cow
Mace,
tool.
once you get
Do I have to figure it out?
yeah.
Wait,
Once you figure it out, you are going to laugh
It's a nightmare.
and laugh and laugh. It is once he figures out cow tools.
Wait. Are these udders?
No,
no,
they're all
no,
made
no.
of cow tool material.
Yeah. Once Mace gets it, folks, get ready for the laugh. It
This is
the
gonna
height
be
of
one of those
comedy.
where I'm gonna be like driving
I'll
home
explain
3
it.
days later. And
I'll explain it. A cow would make tools of this poor quality.
That's
They're shitty tools. What kind of a tool would a cow make?
The
Look
point
at
is
them,
that
they're awful. This is all horseshit.
the point is that there is no point. It's that there isn't anything to get.
You guys gaslit me for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was good.
You usually have Mason for like 5 minutes.
We gotta
move on with it.
I got this too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my god, $69 super chat from Gasha. I've always loved the butt for joke.
What?
The butt.
What's butt for? Is there a punchline?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what the
really
punchline
crude.
is.
Oh, I don't know.
My favorite one's the have you seen the clip where he does the matter baby joke, but they have like really heavy I don't know the region, but it's like a really heavy accent, and it just somehow makes it even funnier.
What's the matter, baby?
Chloe is really upset that for months she's been trying to figure out cow tools.
Oh no!
And
Did we
so-
spoil it?
Spoiled it for you?
So it just says
But we
that's
never
it
explained
in
it.
all caps.
We never explained it. That's right. That's right. We never explained it on stream.
Oh,
We waited until afterwards.
Oh, we did.
I just
As an
assumed-
elaborate troll.
When you guys did this to me, I just assumed I was being trolled and gaslit, so I just let it go and was like, "Oh, I'm assuming that there is no
I'm
joke."
Sorry,
Chloe.
we could have left you hanging so much
You
longer.
sweet summer
Literal
child.
months. Literal months.
Oh
It's
no! Yeah, it's just that those are shitty tools. What kind of that's fucking funny.
You in a dark room with beakers. There's a computer printing out. Printing out reports.
Spinning
Going to the library like every horror movie, like, oh,
my
where's
God.
the old
There's something about the
newspapers?
threes.
Yeah, old newspapers. Holy shit, that is so fucking funny.
Did anyone else ever use those old like newspaper machines?
Or you scroll.
Where
and,
like it's this dark room and a screen, and you go like you go click clunk, and it like
Yeah,
flips the
microfilm,
pages.
the microfilm viewers.
Yes,
Yeah.
they still had that when we were in college. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah. I don't know where they went. Those are probably in one library today. because-
Digitize all of it, and it's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Makes me want to watch the
Filming
Nicolas
holes
Cage
for
film
free
The Rock.
says Cow Tools is as based as it gets. Holy shit.
That's the
That's
greatest
the comment.
thing I've ever heard. Filling holes for free. Cow tools is as base as it
Kills
gets.
me. It kills me.
That's framed into.
Wait, can we like? Can that go in like comment Hall of Fame? Is there-
One Tuesday or one Thursday morning, America woke up to this comic, and half of America laughed, and the other half spent the entire day confused and alarmed.
It's like the end of Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
That's very funny.
We're calling HBO, the
That's
cable
very
companies.
funny. Yeah,
They were pissed.
Yep.
never.
What?
The,
Oh, because
just the way it is.
Because
criminal
they
offense
didn't
of
get it.
confusion.
They didn't get it.
Confusion. Never
Okay.
confused. Oh,
Let's get a YouTube intro. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we gonna do it?
I'm ready.
I'm excited.
Here we go.
I can't wait for you to say check that bell.
Oh, keep vamping.
Okay.
I need to put the screen back.
Okay.
Okay. You know what makes cream? Cows. And you know cows are very poor craftsmen of tools.
That's true.
And that's if cows were to make tools.
That reminds me of cow
tools.
tools.
And once you would look at them and go, "What the fuck are those?"
That reminds me of cow tools, the joke that divided America.
One of them's a half sphere with like a little stick coming out.
If
of it.
you
What is
saw-
that for?
It's like
Nothing.
a plumbus,
cow.
right?
If you saw
Only
cow
a cow.
tools
I
in
thought it
real
was
life,
for udders. I thought it was like an udder guard.
You were
That's very
overthinking
funny.
it. You walked right past it. Most
if
people
you
do.
looked at cow tools in real life, you would be Joe Pesci from that movie going, what the fuck is this shit?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Oh shit.
We ready? Here we go. Welcome back to another episode.
Right on. Right on.
We're keeping this.
We're fixing it.
No,
I've only messed up twice now in the history of doing this.
We will be keeping it because Root's been having this running gag where our intros are becoming like increasingly worse. So I'm making sure to keep that. Sorry, Andy.
I've only messed up twice in thousands of times that I've done this.
The intros for Uprooted 1 were before we did anything. So it's you briefly saying, like, welcome to Uprooted! It's Sam Raimi's Uprooted! And then I just cut you and say, Uprooted Season 1, we weren't doing this yet.
No, I know
And
this
so-
wasn't a thing for forever.
And so it's like anything
do we
that I
even
could
have
barely,
them?
anything
So,
that I
like-
could
You just
barely
pulled
pull
it
out.
out.
We didn't care about YouTube back then.
we didn't do the YouTube intro.
Well, no, I know we didn't. I'm saying, but we didn't do anything.
didn't do
Like, we
anything.
didn't even have like.
I basically just did
Here we
announcements.
go.
I basically did the announcements intro or the stream like
Yeah.
hello, and that was it.
Usually, when I was editing them, I would start with last time. Or if there was no last time, and half the sessions the DMs didn't feel like it,
like Mike,
this section
like
would just
leading
start.
into. I see.
Yeah.
Cow
That's how they all
intros.
start.
So like for last
Cow intros.
episode,
Those are
to
probably
put
very
it into
bad.
perspective,
Cow house?
Mike has
Cow
two
house?
intros going into last episode on YouTube.
Well, that's because he was like, root beans, beans in the woods, root beans, wood beans.
Yeah. Well, and then so it happened like it was
Beans,
a
beans,
serious
red beans.
one, and we were all ready to play, and then I don't remember what happened, but like
No, we took-
25 minutes
Yeah,
of
we
vamping
started talking about
happened
stuff.
afterwards, and then Mike went back into another bad intro, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna keep both of these. I feel.
All right, we go.
I think we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Welcome back to another episode of Uprooted, Dimwits of the Dimwood. We would absolutely love it if you would like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check that bell so you never miss an episode. That's Derek's favorite part. While you do that, I'm going to read a couple comments from last week's episode right now. Comment number 1. The new Bitsy icon just hammers home the concept that there is a single orb-shaped brain cell powering that death machine of a mouse. Quote number 2, pulled this one from Rich, that was his favorite. Scenes from an Italian restaurant, Furry Joel's latest hit. He messaged
mad.
us and said, why didn't I think
I'm
of that?
so mad I didn't think of that.
Quote number 3,
My favorite Billy Joel song.
I love how this went from cute woodland creatures exploring as friends to anarchists planning assassinations with a very confused and very intrigued chicken lawyer. And number 4, the fact that they kept going on character with the voting and their answers is so cute and hilarious. We're professionals. So in the meantime, make sure you leave a comment below, and maybe next week yours will be picked. If you'd like to support the stream, we got a few different ways you can do that. You can become a channel member right here on YouTube. Check out our merch shop, got a lot of great stuff over there. Become a patron over on Patreon. It's the only place that you can watch Shroud Over Saltmarsh and our new Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay campaign. And lastly, go to thecrookedmoon.com to pre-order your copy of The Crooked Moon today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna cut those thank yous out.
Yeah.
This,
Thank
Start it over.
This
Mike.
is an episode
Mike, start it over.
of,
pause,
of,
and start it
of
over.
Uprooted.
Mike,
And all I can say is
Force beans, root beans, beans, force beans,
Beans roots.
cow beans, cow tools,
Cow
beans.
tools. Cow houses.
Sometimes audible. I must have missed something.
the only 2 times we got demonetized. Minotaur Milking Farm and the Drag episode. We are Legends of Evantris. This is Uprooted. And Quasimodo predicted this.
That's what it is. That's pretty good.
I like that
That's
one.
very good.
That's good.
Last time, I genuinely have no idea what happened. You guys had talked to
We started off in an
took
Italian
notes.
restaurant,
I took notes. Hold on.
talking to the Don,
the Don Gino Gabagool.
and he told us all about
Oh.
what we needed to do, which was potentially assassinate
Yes.
an eerie judge.
An Erie judge / magistrate.
Magistrate, and he also told us that if we did, we would get to go to his relatives.
His grandson's christening.
Thank you. I knew it was some sort of a I knew it was some sort of a family event. I couldn't remember what family member it was, but it was a christening of some kind, and that we would eventually get to meet Quasimodo, who is an individual. Who is an individual who tells the future through
soothsayer.
macaroni art.
Macaroni art. Soothsayer.
Macaroni art.
Yeah.
And also told us all about Night Here's different levels and about how you can we go to at least 27, and this guy's only at level 8.
Yeah.
And it's partially responsible because of the shape of macaroni. I won't explain. I will not explain.
Goes right at the top of your trophy shelf of all the funniest jokes you've ever made. Holy shit,
Then
that's fucking
we
funny.
agreed. We agreed to murder this guy, and then we went back to our rooms.
Hootie Nathaniel Blowfish the Owl.
That's right. That's right.
Nice.
Hootie
Nathaniel
and
the Blowfish.
The
the
Blowfish.
blowfish. Yeah, Hootie the. Yeah.
Who is an owl.
He's an owl, not a blowfish, because there are no fish people, just followers of Night Here.
Exactly right.
And then we all said goodnight to each other, and that was comical and cute. Then the next day, we split up, and Booker ran to go find his dad and tell him that we needed to leave the clearing. Grumley and Bitsy took advantage of Booker's Night Here membership card to get free breakfast at the casino / hotel. Peggy, I don't know what you were doing at that time. Were you?
I was going with
You were with me.
I was
Okay,
with
so
you.
we were both trying to get Beauregard to follow us.
We also had all the voting. Did we talk about the
Well,
voting?
we're not there yet.
Oh.
Then we decided what we were gonna
Split
go
up
after that.
before we got to
split up.
Beauregard, and then we did.
I thought we voted after.
No,
No, we voted before.
The
we
reason
split
why
up.
you went to Beauregard was because we
decided
voted together.
Okay, we voted before we
that's
split
right.
up.
In the so I'm gonna rename
in
the
the-
last
in the
episode
hotel
to
room.
Scene from an Italian restaurant.
I love that. You can do that. You're
I'm
able to
doing
do
it.
that.
I'm gonna do it.
We voted several times because we managed to make it several ties between 5 people with an odd number of votes.
I don't know how we did that.
We comically tied twice.
Yeah, and then we decided to run.
one counts
We decided to run.
That's right.
And we didn't really know where we were running, except for
We voted on it. We're going
we
to go to
voted on that
Pottsville.
as well.
That's right.
Pottsmouth.
And we decided to go back to
Pottsville.
Pottsville,
Oh, Pottsville.
I like
which is-
Pottsmouth is
Pottsmith
something
better.
else.
which is where you're from. Bitsy's from Pottsville,
I ran away from Pottsville.
so we're going back. But we also know that we can't go through Nookington because it's Erie controlled, right?
No, we
We said we needed to go through the woods.
we have 2 options that we have
You
to
have 2
discuss.
options. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to figure out how we're getting there.
Yeah.
But we decided that we were going to run and try to leave Beauregard in Pottsville, which I hate, Andy personally hates, and will probably attempt to try to get Beauregard killed at every turn. Because dragging an NPC along is a D&D party's worst nightmare.
Maybe
So
he'll
it'll only
die.
be a matter of time before Night Here eats him.
You want Bitsy to just...
Andy wouldn't hate it. Booker will be in pieces, but Andy will be like, "Thank God that's over." And we're about to
Oh yeah,
to
that's
make.
true. We're gonna walk because Peggy has asthma.
Well, you asked if we could walk, but we didn't say we would walk.
Is there any other means of transportation?
Horses.
We could take the
We
river.
could take horses.
We can't take the river anymore because of the otters.
Can we
Yeah,
take
we're-
horses?
We're screwed.
We could go down through to Sticker Brush and meet up with the Woodland Alliance.
That's like a really long way around.
Is there like a
We
really
went all
long
the way
toboggan
around.
ride that we could do?
Well, we voted Sticker Brush versus Pottsville, and we voted on Pottsville.
Right,
but like,
right.
if we wanted
Hollywood
to-
came very close.
Hollywood does come very close.
We need a new map.
Oh, for these guys.
Yeah.
No, like if we were gonna go to Hollywood, we'd
Oh,
need a
yeah.
map.
Oh, no,
The
yeah.
Hall-
I
yeah,
still
we
want to
can't
go
get
to...
there. We can't get there.
Drake's Mouth?
Drakesmith.
Drakesmith.
Drake's Mount.
And then go west. It'll be like sailing west in Game of Thrones.
That was
Into Nightmare.
that was Booker's
That's
whole
where the
thing in
Hollywood-
the
What's
first
west of
season we did.
Westeros?
Now all I can hear is Toby Keith.
That was like Booker's whole thing was Wanderlust and seeing what was west of
I love
where
that.
we are.
I think that's cool.
He wanted to hop on a boat and get on out.
And that's why you guys got a submarine.
That's right.
That's right.
Ooh.
Peggy invented a submarine.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers. For Root RPG.
Where did we leave it off though? Like, where was everybody?
Yeah, what was the actual cliffhanger?
The cliffhanger
We went
was
to-
you were in the apartment with your dad.
Yeah, he said he was gonna get ready. He was like,
He said
getting ready.
he was gonna come meet you in an hour.
The
Yes.
cliffhanger was I had upper deckered the
Yes.
the
yeah,
desk,
yeah,
and then we sprinted out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And Ledoux is like screaming into
That's
the
right.
into
Okay.
the skies.
So we
You
should
mean
say,
like
pull the
this.
map one more time.
Pull up the map one.
Oh, the map. Sorry.
We should say that we're meeting him on the west side of the clearing.
over here.
Yeah, and so that we can make our way either into the woods
Or
or
just
through
to
the woods into the
Nookington.
path onto Nookington.
Okay.
Okay.
Dunions.
You are leaving, Jean-Claude and Grumley. You hear the yelling and screaming of Louis Ledoux as he wants to kill the accountant, as he wants to kill Jean-Luc Chanteclair. And you make your way into the town, leaving the hungry catfish behind you. You walk through the streets, and you realize just how many. This is predominantly a fox clearing, but you see a great number of otters now hyper aware, given your decisions. Just how many employees and members of the Riverfolk Company and the crime family at the head of it there are. And not just that, you also see the buildings in the treetops where the birds of every clearing live, but just how many heavily armed Erie soldiers there are in this place. And you make your way into the town. Booker, Bitsy, and Peggy, you are leaving the...
Bitsy's with me.
Oh, Bitsy, so
We're
Bitsy's
right-
with you guys. Peggy and Booker, you are leaving Beauregard.
Bitsy and I eat breakfast together.
Oh yeah. So Peggy and Booker, you are leaving as Beauregard allegedly is packing his things and is going to meet you in the hour.
Yeah.
And you are walking through the streets. You start heading west in the direction that you told him to meet. We'll just say that you told him to meet somewhere.
Yeah, the edge of the
narratively, we'll decide. You guys decide where you meet him, and that's where he'll
Yeah,
be.
the edge of the clearing.
And eventually, you all run into each other. You guys had been heading back to Beauregard's apartment, and filled with breakfast. I guess Jean-Claude is not filled. Empty to breakfast. Jean-Claude.
Made plenty of room.
What do you all do as you see each other ahead of your plan? You are also now hyper aware of just how many otters and Erie soldiers there are around.
Well, hi.
What, Jean-Claude? You look like you lost weight.
Oh, I say, I think I laid a dozen eggs in there. Or possibly a baker's dozen.
Wait, you can do that? You can lay eggs?
No, it was a euphemism.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know bacon later.
And where did you lay eggs at?
Well, I right in Ledoux's desk.
Nice! I knew I liked you.
Yes, upper desk. I mean, you should have heard him yelling for Jean-Luc.
I wish I could have been there. I would have chipped in a little.
Oh, it was great. Well, I appreciate that. It was great. Oh, I gotta change my disguise. I take off my glasses. back to Jean-Claude.
So-
Never felt so good.
So what do you think? Did you sold it? You think that he's gonna go after your brother?
Oh, Jean-Luc doesn't last the night, I don't think.
Oh well, look, he's racking up enemies. He's got Knight here as an enemy. Now he's got this Ledoux fella as an enemy. We just gotta keep tacking on a few more, and then your brother's toast.
Oh, he doesn't even know that we've done set him up. So
I
I
love
think.
Should we fake our own deaths?
Should we fake our own deaths?
Well, yeah, because I have asthma, so we can't run. We gotta walk out of here. And so I'm really concerned that once they realize that we've left and we're heading to wherever it is we're going, that they're gonna send people running after us. And I don't know if you're aware of how running versus walking works, but they'll catch us and then we'll die. And so I'm thinking maybe if we fake our own deaths.
We just gotta be faster than the slowest member of us, actually.
I don't know. It's hard to fake your own death. You have to find people that look like you, and then you have to kill them so you have a body to leave behind. And then you have to find a replacement for that person.
Couldn't we just leave some fake blood around and like a ransom note?
all enticing theories, but somebody remind me, are we actually in trouble for anything?
Well, we're about to break it. We kissed the rings of that
Italian man.
Well, exactly right, but presumably we have several days to make good on the assassination. We could just walk out of here without being stopped and say that we're doing reconnaissance.
Yeah, but we're not even going in the direction of the place that the guy we're supposed to kill is going to be, so they're probably going to know immediately, well, that's not the direction. They're probably running away.
No.
Walking away, I should say.
I don't think they would dare send anyone after us, because wherever we're going to go next, it's ruled by the cats, and they'll protect us. So, I feel very comfortable leaving without having to murder 5 people, mainly finding a mouse, a rooster, a frog, a pug, and a raccoon.
Yeah.
Having to kill them all.
The cats and mice get along famously.
I mean, we could always just go back to where we were and I could suggest to someone that they saw us all die.
Hey, you!
What?
Oh, okay.
Do you think...
Who are you?
My name is Pendleton Whismith.
What do you do in this town?
I don't know. I'm good.
Oh, me? I'm just the cobbler. Old Pendleton's.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Cobbler Pendleton. You connected to this town in some meaningful way?
I'm just the beloved cobbler. Everyone who needs new shoes comes to me for their cobbling.
Okay, hold on a second. King George, and you're gonna see a fly come out, and King George is gonna start spinning around in a circle like a hypnotizing pattern as I begin to suggest to the cobbler. I suggest that you believe that you saw all of us brutally murdered by,
Why are you looking at me? Don't look at me, look at Booker!
who's like the mortal enemy of the Italians?
Well, why don't you just say Stash and Piss?
Okay, we were...
Oh, wait, what about the servants of night here?
Well, no, because they were in line with them.
We're kind of working for them right now.
I was gonna give this back to you, but maybe...
Oh, no.
I know.
I knew that. I was going to do a whole bit about it. You brought it up early.
I suggest...
You can still do the bit, I mean...
I suggest to you that you saw a band of cats. Right? Because we just talked about cats.
Why would they be here?
No, we haven't had to worry about the
No,
monkeys out
look
in
at the
the long
fly, look at the
time.
fly, look at the fly. Stop looking at the mouse, look at the fly.
He's just standing there.
I'm just standing here. Don't listen to what you're saying.
All right. I'm gonna say...
It's not like it's suddenly... You didn't flash you with the Men in Black thing.
Well, I'm about to flash you with something if you don't look at the damn fly, all right? Focus.
Well, that's a
Telling you.
handsome fly.
Yeah, that's King George. Now look at him. If you stop looking, you're gonna die. You'll fall over dead. That's how magic works or something, all right? I suggest to you that you saw all 5 of us pulled into the wilderness, pulled into the sky, dead, limp, on bird talons.
By cat assassins.
Bird talons.
Bird cat assassins?
Cat bird.
You don't listen to anything they say. You listen to what I say. You understand? And I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
He was very nervous.
Wow.
I'm just a cobbler. Could you hand me my dice bag, Rich?
I suggest to take a long walk off a short pier.
So I am
That's not
suggesting to
possible.
him that his
Right.
hoping to distract him and hypnotize him by King George.
What's the DC?
Not very good. Wisdom 15.
Oh, Pendleton.
And so what he will
Pendleton Whismith.
what he will believe
For an hour.
for the next 8 hours is that he saw us bloodied and broken as we were carried away
It's not going to run
by
into dawn until 2 days later.
by the Erie.
He'll tell people.
Okay.
That's enough time.
Oh! That's what you're saying? You believe that?
Yeah, that's what he believes.
Oh, thank God you guys are okay!
Thank you.
I saw you guys you pulled him from the sky and killed him.
Wow, that's interesting. I would not have thought that would work. That
With
way.
it, brutality.
God damn it! I completely forgot. Okay. All right. We're gonna have to try this again.
Oh, thank God! I just met you.
You guys were dead.
You were strangers. I thought you was dead.
Okay. Look at the fly again. Look at the fly again.
It's wow! I swear, you guys got horribly killed.
Yeah, and when we walk away from you, you're gonna see us die all over again. I'm gonna cast my last spell
What is
slot.
it? 15.
15. That's fucking good.
That's so funny.
That is so good.
Even Bitsy saw that coming. Holy
I
shit.
didn't.
I got a 13. What's the? What do you say to him?
When we walk away from him, he will believe and tell anyone that he can find that he saw the 5 of us killed and carried off by the
A
Eerie.
second time.
A second time.
Yeah, because we were okay. the
Because we
first time.
escaped.
No way!
Harrowing escape.
He warned us not to go, and
Heroic.
we walked away
Truly.
injured, and then we were snatched
We've just
up.
Final Destination this guy. He's just having horrible.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! A bunch of people. Turns around immediately and runs. Oh my God! A whole bunch of people I didn't know died.
But he'd be like, lock this guy out.
That was perfect. Let's go.
We gotta go.
Yeah, no, I think that'll work. Well, don't run. We gotta walk. I gotta.
Little orphan Terry, you don't understand!
Quick, get in the woods. Get in the
They
woods.
got
Get in the
killed!
woods. We can decide if we take the road or not. If we get in the woods first, get in the woods.
Oh, we should have waited for your dad to show up before we did all this.
Five people, but not the beloved town gambler! Beauregard T. Raccoon were
He's supposed to be
killed!
in 5 minutes,
We
too.
can't wait for him, Booker. We gotta
Go in the woods. Just get in the woods. We gotta get out of here.
You hear, oh, Beauregard, your son, he looked just like you, was terribly killed! Oh!
No.
Oh, Booker was killed by the Eerie! Oh, no! As you hear shouting and screaming as you run off into the woods, make
go. Look, I feel like that
Make a
worked out
stealth check.
perfectly.
a stealth check, group stealth check.
Oh shit, I don't have any dice.
Probably.
Oh,
Ah,
group
boy.
stealth check.
That's not very good.
8.
I think I have +9.
Sorry, Max.
All good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess we need character sheets.
I
Yeah.
have that. I just didn't have a die.
Play.
I got an 11.
For stealth?
14.
16.
Ooh, only a 13. My stealth's not very good.
14, 16,
8.
8,
13.
13. Okay. You all make your way running through as you hear the shouts of what the fuck was his name?
Pendleton.
Pendleton Wismith,
Pendleton Wismith,
the beloved town
the
cobbler.
beloved town cobbler. What kind of animal was he?
He made the best pies.
He was a
That's very funny.
squirrel.
He was a squirrel.
Yeah.
He was a squirrel who just he loved working
He
shoes.
loves goblin.
He looked very tired after working a bunch of personal jobs for director Ferret Weezo. And so
Didn't that Rush theme on it?
yeah, he was exhausted, and so he's very easily suggestible, just like they do at cults, where they get you very tired
Sure.
in order to be very suggestible.
Sure.
Jesus.
As you bolt through the town, you hear shouting of Pendleton. And it doesn't take you long. All you know that the riverboat, the Hungry Catfish, is to the west side of the clearing, but you know that there's a huge swath of kind of the more marshy, swampy area to the north before you reach the river that is fully forested and wooded. And it doesn't take you very long. It just takes you probably a good 10-15 minutes until you make your way into the tree line as the clearing of Muckbed Creek disappears behind you and you hear the running of the river directly north of you. What do you all do?
I turn to Grumley and I say, "Hey, were you able to get breakfast? Work out? Can I get my card back?"
Hold on. And I'll
you
reach
didn't
into
lose it,
my
did you?
I'll reach into my like tabard, and I'll pull out like a little like crushed styrofoam plate with like a little Danish. I got some for you too if you were hungry.
Grumley, thanks, buddy. You're always thinking about your old pal Booker.
It worked great.
Thank you.
Honestly, it's a pretty good deal. Free breakfast for 5 hours. I mean, which hotel does that anymore?
I gotta be honest, I didn't think it was gonna work. I just got this card and just realized I was a member the other day. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, it's incredible. If we ever make it back, we could, get up early at like 6 in the morning and just be down there for 5 hours straight
Well,
until
who's to say
11.
it doesn't work at other establishments? We gotta remember we have this thing, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh my God, keep it secret.
Yeah, just let me know. Just remind me, all right? I might forget.
All right,
Thanks
all
for
right.
the Danish. I appreciate it. This is fantastic. I eat it like the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Danish cheese
That's
and
just
frosting.
canonically how y'all eat. That's right.
That's right. Well, you really bungled that one. Now what?
Are we just gonna leave your dad back there?
I mean, the best we can do is sit here and wait and see if he finds us. If we go back out into the clearing, they're gonna know we're not dead.
Yeah, I unfortunately cannot become invisible because it's quite cold.
It's a little chilly.
We can try to get his attention, but I don't want to step back into the clearing.
Do you think
That's
that your dad believes
suicide.
that guy who makes desserts?
Probably. He's beloved. I've known him since I was a wee little lad. He makes the best cobblers. Because he cobbles. That's what he does. He's the cobbler.
Oh, I thought he made the cobbled stones all over the ground.
Common misconception.
Oh. So what he bakes?
Yes, he's a baker, a cobbler, makes cobbler. That's what it says on the tin. He's
Okay.
beloved.
Oh, that's what a cobbler
That
does.
man would never lie to anyone.
I can go for some cobbler right
I-
now. I'm running on empty.
Why was his house full of shoes?
Don't ask.
That's a question I don't think we want to dive into. That's
Oh,
look,
the dark and
what a man
sordid-
does in
sordid
the
past of the
privacy of his
cobbler
own
maker.
home. I don't want to know anything about that.
Does he need to hang him in the windows? That's creepy.
The shoes?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me. Is that normal?
He collected the souls of at least hundreds of people.
That's very funny.
Yeah, that's really good.
Is that a reference to something?
The souls of the
soul of the
shoes
shoe.
of at least 100 people.
Oh, that is very funny.
So now what do we do? We try to flag my old man down, or we move on? And he's toast. He's gonna be fish food.
I have to say, at this point, we could have just left.
This is the
That's what I'm
problem.
saying. We're right back at square
We
one.
could have gotten into none of the hijinks we got.
We could have skipped this whole clearing. We've undone days of storytelling.
We were going to rob the place.
That's right.
And then we got the books. And then we upper decked the desk. And then we did the clever maneuvering around faking our deaths. And all to get your dad out of gambling debt. And now he thinks you're dead.
I never wanted this for any of us.
Well,
Can't you just communicate with him somehow?
Maybe you can scamper back to the edge of the woods.
Oh,
and is
you-
there some kind of bird call that only you and your dad would know? Or
I've been saying King George to sting him, but
That's-
I don't know if that's going to help in any way outside of the fact that it will hurt.
No, let's go with the bird call thing. That's absolutely a thing. Yeah, we absolutely have a secret bird call that we've known for the last
Oh, really?
30 years. Absolutely. I don't know how you knew
That was a
that.
Hail Mary, frankly. I mean,
Well done. Well done. All right, I'm going to scamper back to the edge of the clearing and see if I can keep an eye out for my father and then use the bird call that we only know, the two of us, together.
I know what it is.
Should we set up some kind of protection just in case someone who's not your dad is like, "What's that?" and comes to investigate?
That literally can't happen. There's literally only two people on the planet that know this bird call, and it's me and my father.
Wow.
so they'll just think it's a woodland bird.
Yeah, this plan is foolproof.
Well, but we did just convince the cobbler maker that we were carried off by the Erie, so the sounds of bird calls coming out of the forest, you don't...
This is a made-up bird call. Nobody's ever heard this bird before.
I could spill grease on the ground if you want. I mean,
don't know.
summon grease from the ether.
I don't know how that'll help, but
that way
you
I
do
thought
you.
it was too cold.
Yeah, it's too cold for me to go invisible.
flies can sting?
Yeah, it's a sex thing.
Is that true?
Haven't you ever been on the beach and these gigantic fucking horseflies land on your leg and they just sting the shit out of you? And you're like, I'm trying to read my goddamn book, you piece of garbage. And you keep swatting them away, but they come back and they sting you over and over again. They're fucking on your legs.
Well, I always thought they were biting my flesh, not stinging me.
Yeah, they're biting. They need the blood for sex stuff.
Oh, I thought that was just penetration because they were fucking on your legs.
No. No,
Are you sure?
They
Hey,
take
can
it
you
back.
hold on? How do you keep having hair so much
I don't know.
all over your waddle
And
all
my
the time?
giblets.
Go, Booker, go.
All right, I'm going. And I'm going to sneak back to the edge of the clearing
Okay.
and see if I can find my father frantically looking for where we told him to meet us.
You get back to the clearing and you peer through, and you don't even need to roll a perception check.
Wonderful.
As you hear, you see two figures. You see a squirrel gentleman and a raccoon gentleman about the same age, kind of arm in arm, crying. As you hear Beauregard saying, "Oh, Booker, he was dead. Oh, let's go to the Billbun track to gamble our sorrows away, Pendleton. Yeah, what I saw, it was really gruesome, I think.
The moment that
I thought that they were okay.
The moment that I hear this happening, I will hunker down and prepare to do the bird call that my father and I have practiced many, many times. And he knows this bird call to mean that there is danger and that he should find the source of the call and stop what he's doing and make it, no matter what he's doing, to make an excuse to escape and find the source of the call.
Okay.
We've rehearsed this many, many times.
Okay. Does he know that it's supposed to be secret?
He knows it's a secret bird call. Yes, he knows it's a secret bird call.
Unless.
That's a great question. What you choose to do with that information is up to you.
Oh, the secret bird call.
He would know.
There it is.
He would know it's a secret bird call.
Okay.
And it means stop what you're doing.
No one but I remember.
Make
No
an
one
excuse.
I remember.
Find the source of the call. He would know.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
You hear, "Oh, we'll have to use, oh, thank you for the flask. Oh,
From the edge of the clearing here.
Pendleton, you've always been a good friend." Make a performer check at advantage.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was just gonna be, Dad!
Hey, Dad! Actually, the +7, I got a 22.
Oh.
You see 22. It's so convincing. You see, it takes a while, but as you see a recognition, a light on his face. I'm going to make an intelligence check
Oh, boy.
for Beauregard. His eyes
I pity the fool.
light up. Oh my God! Oh! We don't have to go to the track anymore, Pendleton! My boy's alive! He and presumably all of his friends are alive! Oh, I gotta go! You can't follow me, but go gamble in my stead! Put a big one on! I can't believe that I got married and got stuck in a loveless relationship! Put it all on that one! That was always a good pill bug! I gotta go, Pendleton! Oh, joyous day! And you hear a loud rattling as your father starts hustling in your direction. As he goes, "Coo-coo-coo! Coo-coo-coo!
I say to myself, yes, that's the response you heard me.
As you see that he has an enormous sack filled with stuff that's bigger than the bag in Booker's original art. If you recall.
That's very funny.
As
a big bag.
you hear rattling of just a bunch of junk. As he is, "Oh, oh, my boy is alive! He and his friends! Oh, you little orphan! What day is it?" Oh, it's the equivalent of Wednesday! Oh, what a day! He tries to click his heels together in a jump and he falls on his face. Oh, fuck! Oh, okay, I'm coming!
Once he gets to me.
I'm coming! And he finally bursts through. You see the large sack of stuff that he has.
Oh, Dad, you heard the call.
Oh, I knew I taught you well, son.
I heard the response. You were able to get away? You made up an excuse?
Oh, yeah. I told good Pendleton the good news. Oh, I'm glad we're okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, I thought that the Erie arrested you on account of all of the terrorism you got mixed up in.
Well, they tried to, but we had a really good attorney. He got us off.
I heard on the local news that they're going to execute a whole bunch of people about it. The leader of the rebels, and then the accomplices.
Good,
that
good.
Guy, oh, God.
That bastard Nestor's going to get what's coming
Ned.
to him.
Oh,
Anyway,
Ned.
what did you bring? Why do you have all this stuff?
Oh, I brought all my stuff that I need if I'm going to be spending a while away from my bachelor pad.
Why does it smell so heavily of mac and cheese?
Well, come on, we got to get back to the rest of the gang.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you need all that? Are you going to be able to carry that?
Yeah, I mean, it's got my lava lamp.
We might be traveling through the woods. It's
got
kind of
my-
dangerous.
It's got my stack of magazines.
Okay, that doesn't seem really like a need. It's like more of a want.
It's got a bunch of blue box. That's the good stuff.
Well, I mean, food is reasonable to bring. Do you know the difference between needs and wants? Like, we should only bring the things we need.
Booker, what did I teach you?
A bird call or two.
If there's something in this world that you want, you need it.
Okay. All right, Dad.
That's been my philosophy that I have lived by. Beauregard T. Raccoon has
right.
lived by his whole life.
Keep your voice
and
down.
it worked out for me okay.
Dad, keep your voice down. Come on.
All right.
Come on. Let's get back to the rest of the gang. Just keep your voice down.
Oh, let's go.
I don't know if it's gonna work out, Dad. I don't know about this bag of stuff here. Let's meet with the rest of the gang and maybe we can just maybe you can leave a lot of that behind.
No, I need all this stuff. Look,
I don't know about that.
I need it.
Okay.
Let's go meet your friends.
All
I
right.
thought they all died. You should have heard Pendleton. He said it was gruesome.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's the story we're sticking to. I mean, that's the good thing.
Oh gosh, I can't believe that you were almost snatched up on account of the charges of terrorism.
Well, it's all in the past now. We're gonna move on. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna start over, and we're gonna be fine. You just gotta stay away from the otters. You gotta stay away from the Erie. All right, you gotta just lay low in Marquis 8 controlled territory. It'll be all right.
Oh gosh. Gosh, I haven't been to Pottsville in a long time. Oh, it's terrible there. Oh God, is it much farther? I'm exhausted.
We made it it's been like 10 feet, Dad. We gotta go like miles and miles and miles.
Oh gosh, well, you think they got like a cheap motel on the way so we can at least be comfortable on the road?
No, the closest clearing is Nookington.
Oh, we're going through the woods?
Probably. We gotta talk to the rest of the gang.
Okay, lead the way.
All right. Here we go.
You're right, it does smell like mac and cheese.
You hear the rustling of junk as you arrive, as you see Booker and his dad join you.
All right, guys. We got him. We got him. He's a little encumbered, though.
He's sweating profusely.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
Wow, your dad's got a big sack.
He won't give up his stuff. He just won't get rid of it. I tried to convince him. He says he needs a lava lamp and he needs all the magazines, and I just don't understand.
He's got a lava
Probably
lamp?
talk some sense into him.
As soon as he arrives, there's actually a tree with like a low branch that looks a little sharp. It catches into the sack. As he gets ripped into it, and all of his junk spills out. Oh no! All of my stuff! He falls onto his knees and he tries to, like, mac and cheese boxes are torn open.
Well, that
magazines are everywhere.
We could have eaten that with good food. Oh, bummer. All right.
Oh.
You don't need all this stuff, Dad. You don't need all this.
Squirrel.
That's very funny. I would have said play Foxy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. Come on, you don't need even half this. Look, and plus, look, The bag is torn. It's destroyed. It's ruined. Just leave all this.
Oh, but my lava lamp!
They don't need a lava lamp.
Oh, my magazines!
You don't need. We can get you new magazines.
Oh, they're not gonna have the good stuff in Pottsville. I know it.
But it's gonna be okay, Mr. T. Raccoon, because you'll be alive with your son.
Well, for a little bit. We gotta keep moving.
Who needs the magazines and the lava lamps and the strip joint and the gambling and the bachelor pad and
the drugs
and the drugs and Skinamax and that weird bead curtain that you had between
And general
your kitchen.
freedom.
Yeah, so who needs any of that when you have family?
I mean, to be fair, Grumly, that's how a lot of families are made.
What do you mean? Through mac and cheese and strip joints?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's gonna be great. We get to settle down, enjoy the simple life. Bitsy can introduce us to all of her brothers and sisters. It's gonna be a wonderful time.
I want to be clear. I'm not putting down roots. I'm gonna keep moving.
Yeah, it's probably better if we stay uprooted.
Beauregard has put on novelty plastic shades. Oh, fine, you're right, it's all junk.
It's all right. We'll get you settled. We'll get you new stuff. It'll be fine.
What, are you just gonna leave your dad in the clearing?
Yeah, that was the plan all along. I was very open about that from the very beginning.
So we're gonna...
I didn't come back to Muckbed to hang out with my dad. I mean, it's nice to see him, but I got my own life to live. I got my own freedom to achieve. I got places to go and people to see and things to do. Places to play the banjo. I gotta get a new banjo, by the way.
I guess we didn't really choose to go to Muckbed. That's just sort of the way the current of the river took us.
That's right. I followed it just like the music that I hear as I waltz down the street. It's where it took me, and the music will take me somewhere else.
And none of us knew how to sail that catamaran, so we just sort of drifted.
Oh, we were sailing on a catamaran?
Yeah.
All the perverts were on the underlevel of a catamaran?
Yeah, yes, I think that's correct. Is this Nikki talking fake?
Yeah. I was
right.
picturing more of a galleon of sorts.
You're right, Booker. You know what? I don't need any of that stuff. It's a good thing that my life got uprooted.
Oh, this is gonna be a thing now. Okay, here we go.
Tonight, 2.5 squirrels on UPN. To the bottom. You're right. It's just the two of us and your friends. On an adventure, it's like reclaiming the adventure of my youth when I too used to be a little bit of a vagabond.
No, stop. No, that's not how this is working. We're relocating you to Pottsville. We're gonna get you a nice place to stay. You're gonna stay out of trouble, and then I'm gonna move on with my life.
Well,
I'll come back and visit.
that's right. I wasn't saying that you were gonna stay and we were gonna hang out and be buds for a while. I mean, you don't need your old man. Your old man taught you everything he already knows.
Oh, okay, Dad. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Why don't we start walking and we can talk about this maybe as we get closer to Pottsville?
Yeah,
We
you're
got
right.
a long way to go, a lot of miles to get before
Yeah,
we
you're
sleep.
right. You're right, son.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
And we're gonna leave all that stuff in the woods, right? Just in the middle of the
we're
woods.
just gonna leave it. It's
I'm
fine.
bringing the lava lamp.
With any luck, it'll look like he got mugged, and maybe they'll think he's dead too.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, should we find something to kill and smear its blood all over it so that it looks like we were murdered in the woods?
Why don't we
You
just
know,
run?
yeah, I think we should just get a move on here. I think we should,
I'd rather not have
road
to
again?
If you're sure.
kill something.
Yeah, here we go. Just can't wait to be on
I mean,
the
I'm
road
fine
again.
with slicing through from my palm to my elbow and
Oh
squeezing
my.
out a bit of juice just to make sure that our cover's made.
I'm not sure that's necessary. But we're not going to stop you.
As long as we're not doing anything over the next week that I'm going to need both hands for, then I think we'll be fine. I can pull out a dagger.
No. So I'll walk up to you and I'll grab the dagger. I'll take the knife.
You sure?
Yeah, look, Peggy, you're seeming slightly more unhinged than normal.
I don't know what you're talking about. I do have some strange dreams, but we don't need to get into that.
I don't know if you're coming down from the drugs or
What drugs?
if it's just a high level of stress.
What drugs? I don't have any drugs.
Oh, you didn't have any drugs earlier?
No, I had a deviled egg yesterday. No, not one of you.
There was drugs in the deviled eggs.
What? No, there wasn't. They were just deviled eggs.
No, I could tell. It was just fucking full of LSD.
I think I would know if I had consumed I'm brandishing the blade around. I think I would have known if I was consuming LSD. All right?
Why don't you put the knife away? And we're just gonna have a lovely, jaunty walk through the woods.
Yeah, well, don't forget that I have asthma. That's all I'm saying.
And to be honest with you, after the events of the morning, I'm not exactly sure where the heck we stand in this town. I don't think there's anything you could add to the situation that would clarify in the slightest.
I just feel that adding a little blood to this situation wouldn't be a negative. But if you know we're squeamish about death,
I'm a little squeamish about death, if I'm being honest. Remember that time it was either Booker or Bitsy stabbed me in the kidneys to get some blood?
It was me. I stabbed you a bunch.
To smear all over like either that cat guy or maybe me.
It's a miracle you survived that. I mean, a punctured kidney, that doesn't really heal up well.
I know.
Surgery doesn't even take care of that.
that's why you have two of them.
I guess. Holy moly.
No, but he stabbed both of them.
It's not the first time you've suggested stabbing yourself to solve a problem you've been faced with.
It's a recurring theme.
He's a dog. He's got like 9 kidneys.
Whoa.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the only explanation for why you survived. Quite frankly.
So we need to decide, are we going to Nookington or are we going to go through the woods?
Nah, it's faster to go through the woods, but it's safer to go through Nookington. Unless we're worried we're going to get ratted out and sent back.
Why don't we pull up the map? So you can take the woods to Nookington, and so the question is then, do you want to take the road, or do you want to just cut across the main road from Drakesmith to Nookington and just take the woods?
So do we
the
go
whole time?
this way or do we go this way?
Yeah.
Around Nookington.
What's the problem with? Is there an issue with Nookington?
I don't think so. We know that it's not Erie controlled, correct? Or do we know that one is Erie controlled?
We believe it's controlled by the cats.
But we won't know for sure until we get there.
Right.
Because
But you've not been.
things shift. We have not been yet.
Well, if we go through Nookington, we can go say hi to Hazel and her entire extended family. And, see how they're doing after the double funeral.
Yeah, we could. I'm feeling a little introverted. So I'm not sure I'm up for big family gatherings, and with the old coop back here, I think we got enough family for one
a double
lifetime.
funeral?
That's what we heard. Yeah, it's not looking good.
You think there's any single aunts in that family? After a funeral, everybody's always
Yeah,
looking
we
to
should.
get
should take the
We
woods.
should keep Beauregard
should
away from them.
absolutely-
We're gonna go with the
The
woods.
woods.
We're going with the woods.
We should
We're
go
going
to
through the woods.
a double funeral.
Dad,
Oh,
Dad.
baby!
Knock it off, Dad. That's creepy. Don't be a weirdo, okay?
Okay, I'm saying, if there's anyone single, any single.
No, you're being a
Ants?
creep. You're being a creepy guy. You're being
Okay,
creepy.
whoa!
Okay.
I'm just standing here collecting my mac and cheese.
Oh, that came out of the.
Settle down,
policy.
all right?
Okay.
It's a current year, Dad. Settle down. Calm down. You're being a creep.
Whoa, gosh, times have changed. You can't just say that you want to go to a funeral and hit on some grieving aunts these days. Gosh,
No,
you can't say nothing these days.
You can't. That's right. You can't.
Whoa!
God, I'm so embarrassed.
Whoa, fine.
We're going through the woods, but everybody's got to, keep their guard up. Pay attention where we're going. It's, this isn't going to be a cakewalk here.
It's gonna be a forest walk.
That's right, and a dangerous one at that.
It is?
Yes.
Why?
All sorts of things lurk in the forest.
I miss the lava lamp.
I'm sure the lava lamp misses you too. Can we get a move on, please?
Well, should we pick up at least the boxes of mac and cheese?
I mean,
I could carry one or
it
two.
would be food. I can pick up a couple.
Okay,
but I think we need water to make these like actual meals.
The
Yeah, but we
boxes
need
split
water,
open.
and then we also need some kind of milk.
We definitely don't have that.
We could
Do
just.
cows exist in this world?
That's a great
I've met a
question.
few cows.
Well,
They're
wait,
nice fellas.
Oh God.
You know, most of us get our milk from almonds. You just squeeze the teats and then.
Ooh,
Almond teats?
Yeah.
almond teats.
I've never been one to know much about milk and almonds. That's
Well.
for sure.
You can get a lot of milk out
You
of
learn
just a
something new every
handful
day.
of teats.
Wow.
Isn't there like a river to the south? We could get water there, and then we can make mac and cheese after we milk some almonds.
We
or
definitely
cows.
don't want to go out of the way. We want to stay away from the rivers. We got to be careful of the
So
otters.
it's dangerous through Nookington, it's dangerous through the woods, and it's dangerous next to the river?
It's dangerous everywhere.
You know you need to
we
cross
live
the
in the
river.
Dimwood.
Well, then let's fucking go to Nookington. He can get laid. We can meet a lady
No,
named Nikki
no,
who
I do
reads
not
a
want to
lot.
go down that side plot. That's horrific. I don't want to do anything about that.
I liked that joke, Derek. Thank you.
Shit.
Well, fine. I'll make a new satchel out of my old bag. All this stuff.
And just make sure you only bring the mac and cheese, all right?
Oh, my little bobble-headed dancing ocelot.
Is that Ocelot wearing a hula skirt? What the hell is this?
Oh gosh, fine, I'll leave her too.
What's an ocelot?
It's a mythical cryptid.
Yeah, they got these little hands.
They got little hands.
Oh.
That's how she's able to hold that ukulele.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a little sloth-looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little sloth monkey. He's got hands. It's a famous cryptid. There might be. I used to come out into these woods looking for the ocelot. I had a bunch of buddies that I used to be in a cryptid enjoyer and researcher group. We never found trace of the ocelot, but I know that she exists.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, we'll keep looking. We'll find him eventually.
You know about the ocelot?
They got little hands.
They got little hands.
That's the ocelot lost a little, you
They
know?
walk around and everyone says that it's just a critter in an ocelot costume. But that's not true at all.
Who would do that?
Are
That
you
doesn't make any
suggesting that
sense.
there's an ocelot and an ocelittle, like a major and minor?
No, that's just how the mythos goes.
Oh.
It's about it.
Excuse
They're
me.
off the little hands and they're off the little bodies.
I see. I see.
Oh, they have big bodies.
Oh, you wouldn't
Even though
like-
they have little hands.
That's right.
Whoa.
The better to sneak into your window at night and steal your teeth. And then put them underneath your pillow.
And these creatures live out here in the woods?
Yes.
And it's just one
There
of
have been
them.
plenty of sightings.
So, just so,
I've never had to travel through the woods before.
just so
but
I'm
creatures
following.
that steal your
You're saying they
teeth.
steal your teeth, they put them under your own pillow so you find them in the morning.
Yeah, you wake up without
to
any
your own-
teeth.
and you
They're
wake
all
up to your
underneath your
own.
pillow,
Like
yeah.
a gross little bag with human teeth
That's-
and maybe a removed
not-
I
tongue.
don't know what a human is, but yeah, sure.
What kind of message are they trying to send you?
Don't just watch out.
Wait, and you're saying there's a wild ocelot on the loose?
You said that the ocelot removes your tongue?
That's what I thought they
Potentially.
They
said.
do, yeah.
Oh my god, so the ocelot's that cobbler guy from town. He had hundreds of people's tongues all up in that house.
Oh shit.
We gotta leave. We
I
should
don't
go right
believe
now.
it.
We gotta go
Old
back and kill
Pendleton?
Pendleton.
No, he's like
Oh, he's good people.
He's a nice guy. I don't.
No, he
He's a
had
nice
souls
guy.
and tongues in there.
That seems like a hard
There's
thing to
no
measure.
way. There's no way, old Pendleton.
He has to at least be in league with the ocelot if he's got that many tongues. Where else is he gonna get them from?
We'd have to go. Pendleton the cobbler could never be defeated.
That's very funny. Okay.
Everyone, I've had enough shoe and foot puns. Now, can we proceed?
I'm trying. I'm trying to get us moving here.
Yeah, let's shake a leg.
Okay. Now we just gotta figure out a way to cross the river north.
How many feet do you think it is until we get to the river?
I don't know. I've never been a mathematician.
Do we have to
Thousands
cross
and
the river?
Thousands.
No, we have to just go
thousands.
north.
Or does the
No, we don't have
Dimwood
to
use
cross
the
anything. We
metric
can just go. We
system?
just go.
We could cross
Or are
once
we
and then
he-
cross it again.
Dad, have you been drinking?
Oh no, you're right. It's directly south
No,
of us.
sorry,
Yeah.
that's just me.
Okay, well, I have done a little roughing it in my youth, and I spent time in these woods looking for the fabled ocelot. Never found it. Hold on here. So these boxes are all just filled with loose macaroni.
Yeah, it's weird how they do that. Isn't it weird?
There's a little hole. There's been a hole in my bag the whole
Actually,
time too.
speaking of which,
Hold on.
what say you if Quasimodo can tell the future with macaroni? Why couldn't one of us?
I don't know where you're going with this, but there's absolutely nothing stopping you from trying.
Well, didn't the Don say that he was born with the gift of soothsaying?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really believe it.
I'm the creator of the universe and magic.
Oh, that's
Bitsy
true. That's a good
is
point.
unhinged and taps into elder evils that not even I can comprehend.
I'm hinged.
You're hutched. You're unhutched, actually.
Unhutched. Yeah, I haven't seen my hutch in a long time. I hope everything that was living inside of it is still alive when we get back.
What?
You left things living inside
Yeah, you
the
didn't
hutch?
tell us that there was
No, you
something
didn't
living in
say
there.
that.
Well, it's just like, I mean,
You wouldn't tell us what was in the hutch.
well, I told you enough. The secrets of the universe.
And apparently living things that are no longer living.
Well, like, I might have had like a lily in there, and no one's watered it, and it could be dead.
Oh, you know this one time I was gifted for my birthday a little succulent? You know, succulents, they exist in the desert. You don't have to water them. They're basically just invincible. Well, I had it for a couple of years, and I was telling my friend, well, thank you so much for giving me that fake succulent, because I kill every plant I come into contact with. And they said, what do you mean? Actually, this was Hazel, by the way. They said, what do you mean? That was a real succulent I gave you. I said, oh, shit. And I started watering it. Within a month, it was dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The moral of the story is, yeah.
So it's like Schrodinger's succulent. As long as you believe
Schrodinger?
it's fake, it lives.
Yeah,
But
I
as soon
had
as
it
you
for 2
believe
years.
it's alive, it dies.
I had it for 2 years before I found out it was alive and killed it.
I'm sorry about your succulent.
No, it's all right. Anyway,
We should get going.
no, about the macaroni though. Do you think we should just throw it on the ground and see if it tells us something?
What did Booker say? I think the way he put it was great. You certainly welcome to try.
Good job.
Something like that.
No, you nailed it. You got it.
Okay.
We could drop macaroni every few feet, and then we'd have a trail back in case we had to get out.
I don't think we want anything trailing towards us either, though.
Yeah, the Ocelot could find us. Good idea. Don't do what I just said.
You know what? I think that's fair. Let's not leave anything out of the ground.
We have to clean all this shit up. I don't know how to clean up a lava lamp. It's all gooey.
We're in the woods. Just leave it.
Just leave it.
It'll be fine.
Again, it's just gonna look like someone got mugged. We're fine.
This is gonna be a long trip. In the
Oh,
woods,
yeah.
Huh?
Very long.
I hope in a few hundred feet we run into a cheap motel.
Yeah, you and me both, sister.
I'm not sure that's gonna happen, but we can always hope. We can always hope.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll be fine. Look,
It's noon.
both me and my dad, we were critter scouts. Okay, that's how I learned. That's how we learned how to
We
start
were
fires.
fuzz scouts.
That's right, Fuzz Scouts. He achieved the rank of bearded dragon.
Oh, wow.
That's the top highest Fuzz Scout you can be.
Bearded dragon.
That's right. I only attained the rank of blue-footed booby. I was hoping to finish one day, but it just kind of got away from me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I've got wilderness survival.
Yeah.
All up here in the noggin.
Fuzz
It's all
Scouts.
still there.
Good old Fuzz Scouts. That's how we start fires. We'll be fine in just a couple nights of roughing it.
Wow, I'm
Lead
so
the
glad
way.
we brought your dad. I didn't know he was so handy and capable.
Well, and in my pack, I have a hammock.
A what?
To sleep in a hammock.
I don't know what you're saying.
You know, one of those rope beds.
Rope beds.
Bed
Yeah,
made
you
of
string it from
ropes?
one tree to the next, so while we're out here, if we're gonna be roughing it, we can just sleep in a hammock.
A hammock? Mm-hmm. I'll have to make me one of them.
No, I don't think you could unless you were an incredibly talented rope smith and you're just a pug.
Well, my inventory says right here I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
That's not gonna be enough to make a full-blown hammock.
Well, 50 feet? You know how long 50 feet is? It's pretty,
Yeah,
pretty
and
substantial.
I pick up my realistic human foot. You would take 50 of these and put one right after the other, and that's how long it would be.
That's a long rope.
Yeah, but once you start tying it together into knots and No, it wouldn't work.
Are your feet the actual equivalent size of a foot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are gigantic feet for such a small little frog.
Oh, well, thank you,
walk
John
anywhere.
Claude. Aren't you so
I
nice?
mean, your balance is impressive. Your central gravity's got to be.
I mean, I don't want to take credit for them. My mommy gave them to me.
Nobody
Thank
can push
you.
you over. Is all I'm
That's
saying.
true. That's
Planted
true.
in the ground like a tree.
If Pendleton is the ocelot, he's gonna take you first.
I mean, it's all right if you want to admire them. They are quite the spectacle.
I have a water skin and a tinderbox and 1 day of rations and a pen with a bee on it and a notepad and a mess kit and a dart and a bedroll and a spelling bee winner blue ribbon.
Oh, actually, I took this spelling bee blue ribbon.
You did? You took it from me?
Yeah, when you were sleeping.
Oh, I'll just remove it from my inventory. Move to Peggy.
Yeah, but I gave you something in return.
Oh, what'd you give me?
A rusty knife. There's some questionable stains on it, but I think with some cleaning up, it should be just fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, leave it to me to lead us through these woods.
Oh, of course, Mr. T. Raccoon. We're right behind you.
Like Book said, we were fuzz scouts. I made it to Bearded Dragon. I taught little Booker everything he knows. So, okay, if there's moss growing on this side, then we gotta go this way, I think.
All right, this way.
No, west is that way. Dad, west is that way.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, I'm
He's
in the
still
lead, though.
warming up.
Don't
He's
worry.
still warming up, right?
Don't worry, I'm warming up. Okay.
It'll all come back to you.
Okay, I got my satchel of macaroni. Goodbye. Hula Ocelot.
Kulosalot.
Maybe this is good for character development for me. Surely nothing can go wrong in these woods.
Well, there's a lot that can go wrong in the woods, Dad. That's why we're being careful, all right?
All right. Okay. Let's go. And he leads you. I need everyone to make a survival check to see how we do. And what you do is you do a full day's travel from about noon to
Oh,
when
not
you
bad.
can,
Not
till
bad.
sunset.
I got an 18.
18?
What's the prompt?
15.
What is it?
Survival.
Just
You're
a.
going through the woods.
Oh.
So how are you trying to assist in going through the woods?
I would be trying to not full on scout ahead, but use my hearing and my perception, my heightened senses to make sure there isn't trouble coming the way we're going and not leading everyone into danger.
Okay.
I got an 8. So I every time we will pass underneath a branch without hitting it, I make that observation.
Oh, we're going right under that one.
I got a 9, so I occasionally have a or an asthma attack and slow us down for 15 to 20 minutes.
Got it. Jean Claude and Grumling.
I got a 12,
Okay.
and I don't think I've ever traveled through the woods before
Oh, no.
camping. So, very, very frequently, I'd be asking for stops so we could take a brief sit down, and I could massage my bunions that are rapidly
yeah.
growing.
Roughly every time Becky has an asthma attack.
yeah, exactly right.
I rolled a 16, and I think it's a +2, so 18.
Nice.
18.
18, yeah.
Okay.
A woodsman.
Woodsman.
I'm gonna roll for Beauregard.
Woodsman.
He actually surprisingly starts to get it, and with Grumley sniffing around, with Booker's experience being a fuzz scout and his dad, the stumbling of the other three allows you to actually make a fairly direct path towards Nookington.
We're going around.
Yeah,
We're going around.
we're going around.
I guess towards the northwest.
Yep.
Keeping away, so going through the heart of the forest.
Basically, like equidistant between the river and the clearing.
Yeah, and so you know when
The deepest, darkest parts
the
of the
deepest, darkest part of the forest.
Yeah.
You know that these woods are
With no access to water.
While the edges of the forests are used for hunting of the creatures in the woods and for foraging,
The deepest, darkest parts of the forest are avoided by all denizens of the Dimwood because the stability that was brought by the Marquisat and by building the roads and cutting the path through the forest to allow for much safer travel, it's not been done here. And the things that lurk here have not dealt with civilization, in many cases, many years, if ever. As the sun goes down, as darkness falls, it being autumn, the sun sets quite early, and you know that it is foolishness to try to continue onward while it's dark. You eventually make a camp, and the fire is crackling as it feels very eerie to be in the heart of the wood. You know that if you had been able to just cut straight to Nookington, go along the road, you might have risked perhaps being spotted by soldiers of the Erie or the Marquisat on the border, but you wouldn't have to face the creatures of the wood. But now, as you make your way into the heart of this woodland, you start to hear the snapping of branches, things fluttering overhead, creatures lurking around, chirping of strange insectoid larynxes, as you never see what's in these woods. But you hear that this wood is alive and you are not alone. The fire is crackling. What do you all do?
Hey, you all right?
Isn't it so fun?
Hey.
Oh, a campfire!
It's gonna be all right.
When was the last time we've camped under the... I guess we can't really see any stars, but, out in the wilderness. I feel like it's been clearing to clearing this whole series.
Hey, it's been all right. We've done it before. We'll do it again. We've survived every time.
It's like the old days.
It's like the old days.
But we've deep and dark in the forest, and I don't know if we've ever been this deep and dark in the forest before.
We have. We've been through some rough stuff, and we're tough.
We're tough, and you and your dad, you're wilderness experts, so you'll keep us safe.
Experts a little bit strong, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll be all right.
You've been through these parts of the forest before.
Maybe not these particular parts of the forest, but yes, we've spent nights in the woods. We've traversed so many deep, dark areas. It's been fine.
Well, that's good to know. I don't scare easy, but I have to admit to a certain amount of unsettlement with these here woods here.
Well, and I'll be honest with you too. When we did it before, I was a different person. I was a lot more murderous, more willing to stab somebody with a dagger. Now I'm a lot more of a banjo guy. So we'll see how things shake out.
Yeah, you would much rather jump on someone and try and snap the neck.
That's right. Which you missed that too. Didn't go so well.
Well, you told me the story of the bare hand trying to snap the neck. That's how we met him.
It'd have been different if you'd have seen it.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you would have had secondhand embarrassment.
Well, I've got a nice pot of macaroni cooking.
Oh, yum, dinner.
Where did you get the water?
Well,
I scooped it up when we passed that stream.
Oh, that
You
was
always
fun.
gotta scoop up. Whenever you pass a creek or a stream, you gotta make sure you refill your water.
Did you boil the water first?
And I'm boiling it now.
Before you put the mac and cheese in there?
It'll be fine. It'll all cook out.
Don't anybody eat the mac and cheese.
It'll all cook out.
Do not eat the mac and
Why
cheese.
not?
Because if you don't boil the water first, it's not going to be good.
But-
it's going to look like Mr. Ledoux's desk.
I could have sworn we're already out of mac and cheese. How much did we eat?
What do you mean?
I had a day's worth of mac and cheese in this bag.
We haven't eaten any mac and cheese.
Hold on. Oh, there's a hole in my bag.
Oh,
What do you mean, Dad?
we lost all the macaroni.
You
This
have
is
got
it.
to be the worst bag maker I've ever met.
Well, a branch eviscerated it.
Another branch that already happened. We did that already. It happened
Well,
twice.
you tried salvaging your ruined bag, huh? I'm making you mac and cheese, and this is how you repay me?
Don't
Well,
worry.
I'm just making an observation. As your son tells it, you're making dysentery cheese.
That's right. That's right.
Well, at least it
Oh,
was
the lawyer's right.
dysentery cheese. I always hear about dysentery in the ranks of the Gabagool crime family. I don't care about no dysentery.
That's pretty funny. I got a ration though. I got a day's worth of ration. We can all split. I've had it since you found me right outside of Pottsville.
I've got a ration on my lower back.
What is
Fitzy,
it?
are you alright? What's that face?
Nothing.
Can we share it?
What is that? Ah. God.
Nothing. It's nothing. Well, I don't have a ration anymore. I forgot. I ate it.
So we don't have any food, is what we're saying. We got no food?
This is the last pot of mac and cheese. I don't know where the rest of it went.
Oh, we're not eating that either. It's got dysentery or giardia or something.
There's no more food. We have to eat it or we'll starve.
You're gonna be starving a lot worse once you eat that and you just shit all your guts out.
Why would I shit my guts out?
Because he didn't clean the water before he made the mac and cheese.
Or if you were trying to frame your brother to be killed.
What if we tried?
Dysentery, giardia, all those things, those are serious illnesses.
Is there anything out here to hunt?
I mean, I'm not really much of a hunter. That's definitely not my expertise.
Well, and in the dead of night, I can't see 5 feet past my face.
Especially since I've been staring into this fire. We're all practically night blind.
Oh my god. Have you ever heard of the dark forest theory?
What? No. What is that?
Oh god. Booker, we're in a dark forest right now, aren't we?
Okay, yeah, we are.
So what that means is, when you're in a dark forest, and you make a fire, then everyone else in the forest can see you.
Oh, no.
And we can't see anyone.
Oh, you're right. I'm completely blind if I turn around.
And the theory purports that our intentions are unknown to any outside observers.
Okay, I'm following.
And it would be in their best interests to kill us without asking questions for their own safety.
That does put us in a little bit of a pickle.
Oh, God.
Well, I can always set up my alarm.
Oh, you could. Oh, could you please?
You know, I don't mind. It's going to take me about 10 minutes or so.
That would be an amazing peace of mind.
Also,
for
that
me.
was very eloquent of you. That was, where did you learn that?
Oh, I read a book about it once.
Wow, I didn't know you read books.
Well, I used to.
Okay, well, I hope that we have more time for that in the future.
Back when they let me read books.
Well, you can do whatever you want now. You're free.
They made you stop reading books?
They did. When you get in trouble, they take the books away.
Ow.
What kind of books did you read?
What kind of trouble did you get into?
Oh, just like fun books. You know, like...
About dark forest theories, yeah.
Well, you know, adventures, or I don't know.
Well, if you want to read a book, I don't have all of them, but when I was a little girl, I used to love the Babysitter's Cub. And it's a book about all these babysitters. And they would just watch these little bear cubs all the time. And it would be about the cool things that they did in the off time. It's more for, like, you know, young frogs and their early teens. But you could read them if you want.
Oh, that's for little girls. No. I got... You a big boy like you should be reading the Charmin Stain Bears.
That's gross, Dad.
Oh, you love the Charmin Stain Bears.
What the hell? I don't know what you're talking about. You're freaking me out.
Family of bears that lived in the woods and just loved shitting.
No, it was the Charmin. It was the Charmin Steen Bears. What are you talking about?
No, it was the Charmin Stain
No,
Bears.
I read those books. I promise you, it was the Charmin Steen.
Well, why don't I just read both of them?
You ruined a nice moment.
You can have this.
Oh,
all
that's
right?
nice.
I bequeath these to you.
Oh.
I did have it, but I had to throw it out with my jug. There's a whole pile of Charmin Stain Bears books. The stain was all the shit stain on account of them loving shit.
If you look on the bright side, I thought he was going to offer the play squirrels.
So did I. I was a little worried about that. I'm sorry he ruined a really touching moment.
Don't listen to what he says. It doesn't matter who or what you are. You can read whatever kind of books you like. If the story speaks to you, so enjoy it. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
This looks really fun.
It is really fun.
hope-
It's nice and wholesome.
I hope the main character is the chosen one and has 2 different colored eyes. That's my favorite.
Well,
What'd you do to get in trouble to get your books taken away?
Oh, just like, you know, various things that they would, like, tell me to do. Like, oh, that guy, spit on a guard, can you go like kill him about it? And I'll be like,
spitting on somebody, the penalty was death?
well, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do that. Or can you go beat up this poor destitute family whose harvest was ruined because they owed a cat's tax money? And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound very friendly.
What?
And so I'd be like, I don't want to do that. And, you know.
And all they did was take your books away?
Well, not just that. I mean, you know. First, they maybe give you less snacks in the mess hall, and then maybe you skip meals, and then, you know, they start taking away your recreation. And then they start removing you from interacting with, you know, your fellow comrades to break you down mentally.
And after that, it's the newspaper.
And then they eventually just kick you out.
All right, wait. Why did you ever tell us about this? This is terrible.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, it's my fault. I mean, I'm the one that broke the rules. You know, my whole thing was to serve the Marquis up, you know, and that's kind of what I'm supposed to do. And so most of the orders, I guard real good. I'm really good at standing in one place and, you know, making sure that, you know,
Yeah, and
I'm
you can
present.
look in 2 different directions at once, which is kind of amazing. That makes
I
you such a
can.
good guard.
Yeah, so they would post me up in a hallway, and so I
And you
could look
could
down
always-
both sides of the
that's the
hallway at
thing.
once.
Which came first, the looking down the hallway or the ability to look down the hallway?
Whoa. What does that even mean?
Like, were you able to look down both ways of the hallway when you got started, or did you learn how to do it because you were trying to look down both ways?
No, I think they discovered that power was within me the whole time.
Wow.
And they utilized it.
That sounds like one of those pro tags. You're like,
Oh
your
my
books.
gosh.
You're basically like that.
I never considered that I was
right.
a chosen one as well.
Yeah, maybe you are.
Well, since I don't have 2 different colored eyes, I figured there was no way.
Well, I
They
heard
had a
that if
story
you...
about that in the Sherman's State Fairs.
Well, remember when I was,
all
you know,
I'm saying.
posted outside of Mr. Ledoux's office?
Yeah.
And I was guarding Jean-Claude in case he got caught?
And nobody got in.
And I could see down both ends of that hallway at once.
You know, that's
crazy.
That's a
Excellent
sad story.
guard.
I'm gonna give you one of my books that I have suddenly because Chat made a funny recommendation. I'm gonna steal it from Chat.
And I hand you a book. It says human morphs on the front. and you see an animal, and it just transforms.
Holy hell! What's it turning into?
A human!
What the hell is that?
A human morph?
It's crazy. It's all about magic.
Where did you find this book? This thing is cursed.
Freaky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
gross.
that book was banned by the Earring.
What the fuck is that thing?
Is that a mammal without fur?
Someone has a wild imagination. Maybe you'll enjoy it.
Fuzzy and
I
pink.
didn't know you were into, like, scary books. Try these Goosebumps.
That's very clever.
Just
I don't know.
R.L. Stein.
That's pretty scary, Grumley. I don't want you to be scared.
Oh.
You might have nightmares if you read the Goosebumps.
Wait, this is
It's a
scary?
scary book, yeah.
It's
That
not
one's-
just the bump-
that
the
one's
bump- the bumps on
that's
geese?
about a ventriloquist dummy that comes to life.
You know he's gonna have nightmares.
Oh,
Well, I thought Bitsy gave him a scary book. I thought we
She
would.
shouldn't have. That thing is
I
horrifying.
know. I looked at the cover.
would never let Booker read that. He did like his Goosebumps, though, but Book, do you remember when we used to go to the Squirlastic Book Fair?
I do. I remember those times
remember
fondly,
that?
Dad. It was good.
And you always came with
It
the
was
stack
good.
of books, and I'm like, just get one.
I
And, you
couldn't
know,
just
You
get
can
one.
never just get one in
They're
the
so
Scholastic
good. The
Book
covers
Fair.
are enticing,
You know,
except for that
the
cover.
Scholastic
Christ.
Book Fair had this scent to it that nothing can ever emulate.
That's right.
That's where I got a first edition Harry Possum.
Really?
No. I used to
But
go
did you
down
get
to the
any
Harry
books
Possum.
there?
That was a good joint.
That's very funny.
That was a good joint. Oh, I took Booker there when he turned 14. We went to the Harry Possum.
Yeah, I was probably a little young. for
Right
that,
after
Dad.
the
That was-
Scholastic Book Fair, actually.
Looking back on it, I don't think that was very good parenting.
They
I
had
was
a great
probably
grilled
a little.
cheese. What do you mean? You love the grilled cheese at the Harry Possum.
I was kind of scarring. I think that was inappropriate for you to bring a
Yeah.
young teen into the place called the Harry
Oh, I
Possum.
forgot about the macaroni. It's a little dry and mushy. But oh, hey, we got this powder. There we go.
Oh.
Should it be that neon orange? That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
natural.
No, guys, I'm telling
They
you,
ship
please
it
don't
in.
eat it. Please don't eat the mac and
They
cheese.
ship it in.
Please don't do it.
What's the Riverfolk company that brings it in? Who knows? They say it's from the Hollywood.
We don't
know
have
what?
any
Well-
other food.
Well, you're eating that. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the alarm, and
Please
I'm gonna
do.
for 10 minutes. I'm gonna
Make a
go.
perception check.
Yeah, 20-foot cube around us. Natural 20
Oh,
Wow.
plus something.
Did she say that this book was about
24.
a ventriloquist puppet that comes to life?
Yeah, it's very scary.
I shouldn't read that.
No.
I have a phobia of that.
Please don't. You're gonna be up all night. You're gonna be bothering me, telling me, asking me, "Book, are you awake? Book, are you awake?" over and over again, and then I'm gonna have to soothe you and calm you down and get you back to bed.
Well, it would be rude to give it back, so why don't we just play it off like I read it?
Okay,
All right.
just pretend.
Okay, I'll pretend.
Okay, communal mac and cheese pot. Soup's on. Here we got. And the great thing about being in the woods is you find a stick with it 2 points and you break them off, and you got a little spork right here, huh? See?
Oh no!
Instant cheese stains all over.
It's a branch from like poison sumac or something. And his
Take the
lips
bite.
swell up.
It coughs up like bark chips.
I take the if he passes the pot to me.
Nature's spoon.
I immediately after he passes the pot to me, I'll pass it on and I'll say, "I will be having sleep for dinner." Go ahead.
There's nothing else to eat?
Final warning. I wouldn't eat that.
We gotta have dinner,
I wouldn't eat
Booker.
that. No, I'm fasting. I'll make it till tomorrow.
But there's nothing else. What's gonna happen if I eat
Fasting.
this?
Meh. You might poop your pants.
No.
To
Come
death.
on.
You might poop your pants to death.
You don't like your old man's cooking. You loved the mac and cheese.
It has nothing to do with your cooking, Dad. It has everything to do that you didn't boil the water first. You didn't clean the water.
I boiled it in the pot. It's killing it all anyways.
I don't trust it. You know what those otters do when
I'll
they're shipping up and down the river all day?
Yeah, they shit off the side.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Suppose I'll pass too.
Oh, come on! Don't be a cow. What are you, a
I'm
big...
not going out to the bathroom by myself. in
Are
these
you a big
trees.
chicken?
Oh, you darn right. Have you seen me? Have you seen this barrel chest? I'm a great big chicken.
Unbelievable. Somebody's gonna eat my cooking, huh?
I wouldn't do it. I can't stop you. You're free to do whatever you want. But I'm telling you, death by pants pooping is a bad way to go.
What if I had just a little bit as a treat?
Well, then you might little bit poop your pants to death.
Why don't you take a lot of it?
But Mr. Chanticleer poops his pants and he's a lawyer.
Well,
Mine and my pants were off.
Technically, he pooped in a desk.
Yeah.
Oh, so as long as I put my pants down, it'll be fine?
Well, no, he lived. You might not.
I might die eating this.
It's possible.
This mac and cheese could kill me?
No, it can't.
More importantly,
Are you kidding me?
if you poop your pants, you're gonna have to roll to see if you burst into flames and your throat explodes.
No.
Oh no, I definitely
He's
don't like any
telling
of those
tall
things.
tales.
It's always possible. It's like a 1 in 100
And so if you're
chance.
pooping your pants a lot, there's a good chance you just burst into flames in your throat.
Bookie always used to tell stories around the campfire in Fuzz Scouts, and he's telling tall tales. You're fine.
I was a pretty good storyteller, but this is real. I'm not making this up.
Look, here's nature's spork. I made one for you, kid.
Does it work? Both of you make persuasion checks.
Oh, baby!
Player.
I got a +5.
I have a +9.
Roll for me. Roll for me.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Oh, 17 with my +9.
You got a
Not-
7.
Yes! Yes!
I should do the right thing. We would never go to battle with a big stomach full of mac and cheese.
Well, poop in your pants.
I'll be more vigilant.
That happens after the battle.
Yeah,
If
that-
I pass on dinner, I appreciate you making this.
Well,
for me, however.
Yes! Yes! In your face, Daddy!
Well,
Listen to me!
fine. More for me.
In your face!
I'm gonna go to this side of the camp and no one bother me while I'm eating my dookie mac and cheese. I got nature's sport. Give me that nature's
Okay,
sport. I need
okay,
2 of
Dad.
them.
And when you go over there and you
I'm
start
sorry.
shitting your pants to death, don't come back into the camp crying to me.
Fine. Well, if I need to shit, I can just dig a hole and use moss. That's what nature's toilet paper.
Dig a big enough hole, because when you die, you'll fall in. It'll be a grave.
It was in. If you had read the shaman-stained bears, they're always wiping their ass with moss, and you would have known it.
Get out of here, Dad.
Fine, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going out of here.
God.
More for me.
So sick of that guy.
Peggy, as you have been setting
said
up your
calmly.
alarm, you place one cicada, one cicada, one cicada, and you're placing them around. You find macaroni. And you kind of look around, and although it's dark, the moon is kind of shining through, and you see that there is a trail of macaroni leading from the camp in the direction that you came, deep into the woods.
No, well, that's where all of his macaroni went. Anyway, cicadas, you're not allowed to let anything in here that's tiny or bigger. You understand me?
Tiny or bigger?
Unless it is the 5 of us and Booker's dad. And I'm gonna turn around and walk back into the camp.
Booker's dad kind of grumbles by, kicks one of the cicadas.
But it recognizes him, so it won't yell.
Oh, fuck!
But the other tiny and bigger things that make their way in and out of the forest as is wont to do, it is going to be a very loud and uncomfortable night for everybody.
Okay. That happens.
I pull out my 10 darts, and I make a little target like of a knot in a tree, and I practice. I'm just trying to get the center as best I can, as one does playing a game almost.
I'm sorry, guys. That was
Oh,
crazy. I don't know what happened.
That was quite all right. I mean, and I couldn't believe you made mac and cheese like that.
That's appalling,
Oh,
right?
is there any
Well,
mac and cheese left?
No, he took it all with him, and you don't want it. I'm telling you, you don't want it. It's gonna make you sick.
I mean, why?
Why?
You missed some family drama.
Oh, tell me about what happened. Well,
It got
first off,
heated.
speaking of the macaroni, yeah, there's a trail of macaroni coming straight into our little camp here. However, it's really dark, and I've got asthma.
What do you mean, a
So I don't
trail
think-
of macaroni?
Well, yeah, because there was a hole in your dad's pack, so my guess is as he was walking, he left a trail of macaroni behind
Like
him.
whole boxes or a trail
no,
of
just
macaronis?
like Hansel and Gretel, you know, that story?
I still don't know what you're talking
You
about.
mean to say all the way from town there's a trail of
Leading right to where we're at, yeah.
Beauregards, macaroni, and dysentery cheese,
Yeah, no,
and all the way to our
directly
campsite?
here, yeah.
She's referring
no.
to elbow noodles.
Okay, all right. Well, so that presents a problem.
Yeah, but it's too dark, and I've got too much asthma for us to go out and deal with the noodles.
Why is
and-
it a problem that he spilled noodles in the middle of the woods?
If anybody's looking for us, they're gonna follow the noodles right to us.
It's gonna be like a pathway.
Who would follow a trail of noodles through the deep dark woods?
Are you crazy? That's exactly what otters do.
Piece of noodle.
They follow noodles in the dark woods.
It's a humamorph!
That's like a CR40 monster. We'd be toast.
Yeah, we'd be dead instantly.
Follow noodles through the woods? I didn't know that. I wasn't in
Look,
Fuzz Scouts.
I don't think there's anything we can do about it. The trail is incredibly long, and by the time, we could go off and clear it, but by the time we would be backtracking.
We'd keep
and then,
moving forward,
And then
if anything.
honestly, by the time that we got midway, if anyone's following, they're just gonna meet up with us, and they would see the light from our campfire anyway. So I suggest we just hope that no one follows the noodles, and if anything, the cicadas are gonna scream if anything comes over the line. So we should be fine.
So what you're saying is they will be the hunters in the dark
We
forest.
should put out the fire. We should put out the fire. We should put out the fire. We should put out the fire right away.
Of course not! Don't you dare put out the fire.
I'm playing darts. I can't see without the fire.
That's the point. They won't be able to see us. And look, I can see in the dark. I can see in the dark.
I can't see in the dark very well.
But I'll watch for you.
To be fair, you can't see in the light very well.
We don't want them to sneak up on us, just like Kelly
Teach me
said.
about it.
I don't listen after all that talk about the creature that stalks the woods and steals your teeth. I don't want to be hunted by a macaroni trail teeth stealing monster.
The macaroni in the fire's gonna lead them right to us.
Oh God, we should put the fire out.
Okay. We can't because it's way too cold. It's much too cold.
It is a brisk evening.
This is like a little chilly.
It's really not that bad.
But it's a little chilly with the fire blazing. If we put that fire out, we're all gonna freeze to death. As night descends, the temperature drops, especially in the shrouded cover of the woods.
I don't want to freeze to death.
What are we gonna do if something stalks upon us and all of our limbs are frozen? We can't run.
I could throw a bunch of
that's a good
darts
point.
into him.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but you won't be able to if you can't see because we don't have a fire.
And at
Or
this
if I'm
point,
dead.
we can probably be seen from miles away, so they know where we are, even if we did put
That's true.
our fire out.
Maybe we need to make more fire.
I don't know.
So they're scared.
I don't know. I don't
scare
know.
'em with fire.
My vote's put the fire out, but
Oh yeah, you know what? We
Bitsy,
should have
you
a vote.
suggesting we set the forest
No
on
more
fire?
votes.
Yeah,
we
we don't have any
style.
paper.
No, well,
Quill,
we
we
can
got
raise
no
it.
ink.
Doesn't have to be anonymous. We just raise our hands. Who's in for putting the fire out?
me, it's Booker. Booker wants to put the fire out.
Who wants to leave the fire going?
Oh, that's not good. Well,
Probably.
tie.
It's a
wait, how was it?
tiebreaker.
How was it? Did anybody else vote for me?
Well, I
Yeah,
voted
John-
for putting the fire
Oh,
out.
you didn't vote.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to
so
vote.
you have to break the tie. What do you want to do?
Bromley, you abstained.
Oh, convince me.
I've already said my piece.
Nah, I said my piece too.
It's we either we do it or we don't.
I
Either
actually,
way, we're probably dead.
as a third option, I think we should make more fire.
No, then we're just gonna burn down the forest.
Then no one's gonna be able to follow us in the forest.
We'll be dead.
Oh.
Forest fires are no joke,
I guess.
Bitsy.
I guess.
I
They're a
was
huge destructive force. They could
hoping-
take out entire towns. From one town to the next, the fire would rage. The smell of flesh burning, popping, crackling, hair singeing, death billowing up towards the clouds. It would be unstoppable. Someone who had the ability to do something like that could be a god, a king among men. A god frog queen.
a terrible god frog queen.
Death in her eyes, destruction in her wake. One little fire stands no chance against the force of something like that.
Let's put the fire out.
Done. And I'll start kicking dirt onto the fire to try to put it out and get it as much low as we
Make a
can.
survival check to see how well you create a cold camp.
Even though being in the Fuzz Scouts, my survival's not very good. Unless I roll a natural 20. A 22.
You snuff. Even the embers and the coals are completely out as darkness swallows the camp.
I rub my eyes and I try to get my eyes adjusted
It
to the
takes a
darkness
while.
as quickly as
Probably, it takes a couple
possible.
minutes, but your eyes do get adjusted.
And I'm like,
as the moonlight, there's a bit of moonlight between the canopy. You are in approaching the deepest heart of the
I'm
forest,
peeking through
but you're not
behind
quite
trees.
through there. Yeah.
I'm looking and I'm trying to keep an eye out for things.
In darkness, you can never see death coming up behind you.
Oh, Peggy, could you
Everything's
stop saying
louder
scary
in the
things?
dark.
Can you see if anything coming up behind you and lighten us?
No, but you can see things coming up in front of you, but you can't see anything in front or on the side or behind you in the
Okay,
dark.
good. I was just checking because I can't see behind me.
Why don't we take
If you were an owl, you could, because your head can spin around 100 and 360
Yeah, but that's
degrees.
not behind them because they're just turning their head. They're just facing a new direction. That's horseshit.
Why don't we take a break?
From what?
And that's what they do.
I think that's a lovely idea.
What's going on with all my text sources?
Uh-oh.
They're all busted. Every single one of them.
New text source. Oh wow, you got a lot.
Okay.
No, they're all fucked.
You're gonna have to create a new one.
I wonder what's going on.
What happened?
Oh, you can add a gradient?
I
can
didn't
do
even know
all
you
sorts
could
of
do that.
stuff.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at this in 10 years. Thanks for hanging, everybody.
That's longer
gonna
than
answer
we've been
questions.
streaming.
Where's that keyboard of mine? I think I brought it over there.
Yeah.
Stupidly.
Thanks for hanging, everybody. I'm gonna wait for Mace to get back, and then I'm gonna use the rest of my.
Yeah, we're gonna answer some questions. We're gonna look through here. Did we talk about our characters' costumes for the spooky month
Oh,
for this campaign? I thought we did.
we did.
I can't remember
did.
what we said, but I
100%.
definitely thought we talked about that. What would everyone's character's favorite activity be? Like, who would be the gamer or the crocheter?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we already know that Booker's interests are music. That would be his favorite activity.
Perhaps I think. Excuse me. Yeah, I could see Bitsy doing crochet actually weirdly well. Just
She's
working
dexterous.
hands, using not necessarily string or something like that, but she would be pulling she'd fibers and stuff like that
Dexterous
from
enough
the
to
woods.
do that, for sure. And be good at it.
Sure.
I agree. Anyone else?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
What does Jean-Claude do
For fun.
to recreate?
What's his hobby?
It could be just more law. Just sit down.
I just picture him like working at home. You know? Like reading.
Just with his
law
tie
terms.
undone.
Yeah.
With the glass of whiskey.
Glass of whiskey.
With
on
the
the
mint
table.
julep.
Yeah.
In honor of
With a
October,
mint julep.
if you could put your character in any horror movie, what would it be? Because of the banjo, I immediately thought of Deliverance.
That's fucking
very funny.
Booker would not do well in Deliverance.
I still thought of The Hills Have eyes.
I'm not sure
very
if
close.
he would do well in
No, I'm gonna use the
any,
restroom while you guys
in
think about that one.
any horror movie.
All my sources.
It's
are
just top of
ruined.
mind. It's just top of mind, so that Mouse of Wax is very funny.
That's very funny.
It's just top of mind because I had it on in the background
Crazy.
while I was working this morning. This is a weird movie to put on at like 8 a.m., but here I am. Death Proof is a really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Scary
At 8 in the
movie.
morning.
That's like Kurt Russell with the car.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And so, not Uma Thurman, but Uma Thurman's stunt actress is the main character in that, and I would have Bitsy play her role.
Yeah, where she's literally on the hood of a car
Yeah.
with like no straps or
Yeah,
anything.
it's
going like
it's
80 miles
crazy.
an hour. Yeah, it's insane.
It's a ridiculous movie. Very, very mature. Very, very
Yeah.
R-rated.
Yeah. That and the double feature when it came out, it was that and Grindhouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
By Rodriguez.
Yeah, and they're in the
Grindhouse
same
is
universe.
terrible.
They're in the same universe.
Yeah.
So like, if the hospital scene in Death Proof takes place in the hospital that's in, anyways. Grindhouse is fun popcorn, but it's not a great movie.
Yeah.
Death Proof is like a fucking great movie.
No, Grindhouse was both of them. It was the
Planet Terror.
Planet Terror.
Yeah, Planet Terror. Thank you. You're right.
My pick would be Cabin in the Woods. Not just because it's my favorite horror movie, but because it's the only, well, maybe not the only horror movie where like you have a chance of victory, but you have a chance of victory. And so if there's any...
Everyone dies in that movie.
No, not everyone dies. Everyone dies in the cabin in the... Well, spoilers. And not even everyone dies. But in the other... Because if you remember, there are all these other regions where they're all trying to get them to, like, be
Oh,
the
you're
thing.
saying that
And then they...
you wouldn't
like,
be
all
in the
of them-
movie. You're saying that you'd be in one of the other regions that didn't get consumed the way that the United States region gets
Oh, yeah, and
consumed?
they just beat them. Or alternatively, I would have Jean-Claude play, oh man, what's
Zoe
his name?
Bell, thank you.
Who's a fantastic guy who's like at the office, who's like
Oh, The Quiet Place.
no.
In the film.
Yeah, in the film.
Where he's in the basement.
Richard Jenkins?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Richard
Yeah,
Jenkins.
he's
I would have
amazing.
Jean-Claude be Richard Jenkins.
That's really good.
Tequila is my lady. That's the other guy.
What the hell
This is
are you
from
talking
Jam.
That's from Cabin
Does
in
the
the
fan
Woods.
interpretation of a character ever affect how you play them? Like, have you ever seen a popular headcanon and went, hey, that's pretty good? Not for me.
No.
That's never...
No.
It's never happened. No. Addie, if one of your characters from the other campaign should be thrown into the Dimwood, what critter would they be?
Gideon would be a pig.
Toe would be a big albatross.
Oh yeah.
Like that character from Rescuers.
Iris would be a cat.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
Mark
accent
Zah.
voice that you use for your character? I don't know if I can pick.
I always like Booker and Scrim. I like doing that one.
I'm thinking of what doing an accent is favorite.
It's always been fun.
Clayton.
I like doing Gary Goodberry. That's my
Yeah.
favorite
That's a good answer.
by a wide margin.
Gideon. Jean-Claude is honestly great too.
Twig/Sylvie.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna find some good ones here.
Ooh, get some good ones. Some good ones.
Thank you to our patrons.
Yeah, thanks for hanging, everybody.
Anybody else just exhausted, like to the very core of your being?
Yeah.
Emerald Spice is a fun question, specifically for Andy. Ask Andy what the Lantern of Hand Cramping is. Holy shit.
I can't. I remember talking about it, but I can't remember.
So when the Crooked Moon was coming out, we had an advertisement that was one of the rat folk that was holding. Of course I do, because I was the one that pointed it out. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Thank you for reminding me.
The lantern layer was in front of the hand layer.
Yeah.
And so the handle, he was like this, and the lantern was floating, and the ring that he would hold it on was in front and outside of his
hand.
hand.
And the guy's hand is all.
It was just going like
up.
this, but he wasn't holding on to any of it.
I forgot about that.
So Andy called it the lantern.
It's a magic item
so
in the Crooked Moon.
I asked what happened, and Derek was like, "Oh shit! I forgot to unhide one of the layers,
That's right.
and it became the Lantern of Hand."
I forgot. I was like, that rings a bell, but I couldn't remember what it was. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
That's very funny.
In Super Smash Bros.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna take some liberty with this one. In Super Smash Bros. What character would the Dimwoods of the Dimwood main?
Oh.
Man, that's really funny.
Wow.
I don't know enough about Smash Bros. To answer this question.
I also don't know enough about the character roster anymore.
I'm trying to get
I'm sure
past.
I don't know all the characters anymore.
Well, I mean, maybe there's not a new one from.
I
Wii U
guarantee you I
right?
can't name all of the ones on the.
I think Booker would name Joker from Persona 5.
That's really good.
That is
That's
actually
clever.
pretty. That's. I mean,
What's
I kind of like
motto?
it.
What is it, like? Steal your heart. Or is it
We've come to steal your hearts.
steal your
Steal
heart.
your heart.
Steal your
Yeah.
heart.
And he has the Joker of Hearts.
That's clever.
Maybe.
That's clever.
For
He's a good
Grumley.
thief. He's a good thief.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
Yeah, Ike for Grumley. That's pretty good.
Oh, I was just.
He fights for his
I was
friends.
thinking literally.
Ike is good.
Oh, Ike. Yeah.
Ike is a good one.
I was
There's
thinking
a lot of like
Banjo.
sword using characters
Banjo-Kazooie.
that you could like.
Banjo would be good.
Because you got like your little pal, you know, and you're kind of
Yeah.
like a duo, kind of.
Duck hunts of dogs. Maybe he would.
Duck Hunt.
The first
Yeah.
one that I went to, but I think Joker might be better. Was Isabel from.
Oh.
Because she just fishes and like does stuff and like
Yeah.
it's very like critter-esque and like root-esque, but
like villager style.
yeah.
Peggy would play Palutena, maybe.
What about well? Is there a
that's pretty
wizard
funny.
Chrome? Who's the wizard? Isn't there
Robin.
somebody- Robin has like a
Robin's the
literal
wizard.
wizard.
Oh, Robin.
But
Yeah,
Hero.
yeah.
Hero from Fire.
can-
No,
Magic.
I'm talking about the Fire Emblem.
Robin.
character that has
Robin's a literal
Robin
like
as a wizard.
knife mage.
Robin has the book,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
tome.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I think I don't know. Is it Falco? Is it crazy to say Falco?
I mean,
that's-
it's pretty cool that you pick like a
that's
bird.
good.
Like, that's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
yeah.
Wouldn't
is it-
Grumley just be the duck hunt dog?
Yeah, it's possible.
That's a good one too.
That was
Did
one
they ever
of them
add
I said.
Incineroar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Incineroar's in there.
Bitsy would be Incineroar.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
answer. That's a
I'm
good
trying to think.
answer.
Who's the grappler?
Yeah.
And is it just Incineroar?
Yeah.
Or
She
Did
was,
they ever-
she was
they,
Zangief,
they
so
added
yeah.
all those like fighting like Ryu's in it who like kind of grapples.
Yeah.
The guy from Tekken's in it.
Heihachi.
You know, the demon guy.
Jin?
No, Akuma.
You know,
No, he's not.
the guy from Tekken with the devil form.
That's Jin has the devil form.
Is that Jin?
In Tekken? Jin turns into like has a
No,
devil form.
I think
he's got
it's
like devil
Jin.
blood.
Yeah, Jin.
Kazuma.
Kazuma's Jin's father.
Kazuya. The old guy.
No, Heihachi's the old guy.
Kazuma's his son.
No.
Heihachi's the grandfather. Kazuma's his son. Jin is his son.
Okay,
And the
Jin
reason-
and Heihachi are bigger deals than
Yeah.
right,
Because Kazuma was the main character of the first game,
and that's what
and he
Sakurai
has the
played.
devil blood.
Right. Okay.
So Heihachi's more famous, but because he could do, they already had Ryu, they already had Ken, they already had Terry, or just punch dudes.
Yeah.
They said, okay,
Punch
well,
dudes.
let's have a demon guy. He has demon blood. That's interesting for his movie.
Bitsy would specifically play Super Smash Brothers Brawl Ice Climbers because they can infinitely.
That's really funny.
They would
Nosferatu.
wobble.
This could be a quick one. Will there be other dog breeds in the Dimwood? We've actually seen some in season 1. Are there other dogs like Grumly who left? There are indeed other dog breeds that work for the Marquisat, and we've seen at least one of them.
Yeah.
Sort of just skimming here.
Skim away.
I forgot that Officer Fuzz survived.
Officer Fuzz, that's pretty funny.
Any ideas for this campaign that got left on the cutting room floor? We talked about you doing a pig of some kind.
Yeah,
right? Very
that was
briefly.
right in the beginning.
Did we ever talk about Badger?
Before we launched?
I thought Badger
For me?
was... Yeah, Badger was another option. Was that not something we talked about?
I don't remember.
That might have been something
We might have
just
talked
throwing
internally
around.
for you, yeah.
I talked about not coming back as Peggy and coming back as something different.
Yeah. Booker was going to be a fox for a second, or we talked about it anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was like earlier.
Even before 2019.
Yeah.
Let's
But
go with main Peach.
I was thinking about going Fantastic Mixture of Fox even back then, even though I'd never seen the film at that point.
Yeah.
That would have been, I would have watched the film, and that would have been one of my inspirations.
There was a real chance that the Magpie folks would have come back and been like, hey, there are no dogs in this setting. And so I would have had to pick something different.
New character.
I was thinking about maybe a badger, because the Arbiter...
Oh, you could have played a beaver, though.
So a beaver tinker would have been awesome, but Nikki was already the tinker.
Oh, that's right.
And I was playing the Arbiter class,
Gotcha.
right? And so in Root, he was the...
Like a knight.
He was like a kind of like a badger, not knight, but sort of like in Game of Thrones.
The Band of Brothers.
But yes, Band of Brothers, sort of like that.
Brotherhood without banners.
Yes. But other than that, I mean, Grumly's really... I'm sure there's a million different ideas that I'd love to play, though. Do the creators of the Root board game follow this campaign? I doubt it.
We know them, though.
Yes.
We do. We know certainly the designer of the game, Cole, is an awesome dude.
They probably don't watch it.
Yeah.
They've got more important things to be doing.
Which Chaos God would each of us fall for?
Slanesh, not even close.
Yeah,
What are the
what are
characters?
they? Yeah, what are they again? Oh, huh?
What are the Chaos Gods?
There's Khorne, who's all about like violence and blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, strength, wrath. There's Tzeentch, that's all about magic and change and always mutating and morphing and
Whispers.
knowledge. There's Slanesh, that's all about hedonism and excess, whether that's food or sex or any other kind of like drugs, thrill. And then there is Nurgle, which is about pestilence, plague, disease. It's about sloth. It's about relaxing and chilling and...
The second one for Peggy, hands down.
Oh, so yeah. For Peggy, certainly
Easy.
Tzeentch.
Yeah.
I think Khorne for Bitsy, 8,000%.
Yeah.
Blood for the blood god.
What was the Whisper
The
one?
third one about the excess is Hazel, even though she's not here. We
For
just gotta
sure.
Say it.
Yeah.
It's definitely Hazel.
Whispers are kind of... you could tie to either Tzeentch or to Slanesh.
Yeah.
The Keeper of Secrets is the greater demon of Slanesh. So maybe Slanesh for Jean-Claude. I could see that.
Nurgle for Beauregard.
I think maybe Nurgle for Grumly. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm undecided.
And I think Slanesh for Hazel for sure.
I think you could also make a Nurgle argument, right? You want to go with the flow, you want to relax, you want to take it easy.
Oh,
You want to be free.
It's a good argument.
100%. 100%. Or I could see Tzeentch about change and like never, like always wanting to kind
That's a good
of
argument
do the
too.
next thing.
That's a good
That's
argument
sort of that, yeah, so
That's also
kind
a
of
good
both
argument.
angles of it.
Do we want to thank, before you go, do we want to thank our sponsor,
Oh,
Ghostfire Gaming?
I think we
Thank
do.
you for sponsoring this session.
Well, we have a short little video for you to
We have a
watch.
short little video.
Exclamation point Grim. Go check out their campaign.
Grim Hollow Transformed. It is live now. It just launched. Go check it out. Dark Fantasy.
Use that
super
link.
cool. And here's a little ad.
How the gentle wind beckons through the leaves as autumn colors fall. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty nice. My scarecrow's looking pretty nice.
Hey, Gary, what's going on, man?
I'm just getting into the autumn spirit by making my very own genuine scarecrow.
Oh, that scene was beautiful. I heard it from all the way in the other room.
Oh, well, I didn't know any was in earshot.
I did know. What are you working on here?
Oh, I got my very own pumpkin-headed scarecrow. It's gonna ward off all them mean old crows that are around.
Yeah, well, it's a perfect time for that. It's finally October. And what better way to spend the spooky month than diving into the pinnacle of dark fantasy role-playing? It's Grim Hollow!
Did you say Grim Hollow? I feel grim and hollow every day of my life.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of years.
That's right, our friends over at Ghostfire are releasing Grim Hollow Transformed. It's a total refresh of Grim Hollow with the updated new rules for D&D 2024.
So that means we can play Grim Hollow for the next decade.
That's right.
If I survive the next decade, it's been a rough couple of years.
In this campaign, they're offering 2 massive books. In the Player's Guide, you can find the Heritage Trait System. It allows you to customize your species with over 100 different options. They've got a new Monster Hunter class, which is an intelligence-based martial class with 3 new subclasses.
Monster Hunter? I can't wait to grind endlessly for little reward. Maybe that's a little scathing.
We can always just edit that one out. And it's coming with 4 subclasses. We're talking the Devourer, the Carver, the Trapper, and the Occultist.
I'm gonna devour some Halloween candy, carve some pumpkins, and track down some awesome costume deals at the local Spirit Halloween.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta ask you, how do you feel about candy corn?
You know what? I think it gets a lot of hate.
I'm with you, Gary. I'm with you.
Thank you. I knew you had a lick of sense about you. If only there was one.
But that's not all. There's over 40 dark fantasy subclasses that include remakes and improvements on the original 24 Grim Hollow subclasses, plus new ones like the Oath of Slaughter Paladin and the Sanguine Thief. Your characters can even undergo dark transformations, making you like the foes you face.
Just like the dark transformation my ex-wife went under after we got married.
Oh yeah, but these grant you great powers at a terrible cost.
Like half of all my assets and future earnings.
Oh, at least half.
And the kids, I can't say that. I can't say that.
That's too far. The campaign guide features everything you need to run your game in the world of Etheris. We're talking rules for grounding your game in dark fantasy, because choices matter. All sorts of unique diseases and curses, plus over 100 unique magic items to find as you explore. So, what do you think, Gary? It's time!
Wow! What a deal! Normally for my dark fantasies, I gotta pay $5 a minute.
Oh, no. The campaign is live right now. You don't want to delay.
Live out your dark fantasies now, not at $5 a minute.
I just don't know.
It'll be fine. Put it in there. Editor's note, put this in there. Put it in, keep it in. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward, editor. Put it in.
So don't delay. Check out the link below and go back Grim Hollow Transformed.
Have a merry, grim, and hollow autumn season.
I can't wait. We got a whole month of this. Okay, besides candy corn, what's your favorite candy?
Of course, the objective best candy, Mounds.
I thought you were going to say something like Almond Joys.
That's way too fancy.
I see.
An almond? What are you, crazy? It's just gotta be Mounds.
Look, there's a good chance that we're going to be talking about this later. How about costumes? You think about costumes for later in the month?
I'm gonna get the best Halloween costume you ever ding dong seen.
And just to clarify, this is not your costume, right? This is an everyday thing?
What, a wizard with a hat and robes with stars on them? Is that a Halloween costume, Andy? Preposterous.
I'm just asking.
Idiot, are you kidding me? This is a work uniform.
Okay, all right.
This is a work uniform.
Okay.
Not a Halloween
I'm
costume.
sorry.
Gosh.
Chill. It's super chill.
Go check it out. Exclamation point Grim. Go use the link. Go check out their campaign. It's awesome. They're off to an amazing start. Thank you, Ghostfire Gaming, for sponsoring the stream tonight. We really appreciate it. And go show them the love. It's awesome. It's a perfect time for it. So take advantage of it.
Check it out.
Ready to get back to it?
I'm ready to get back into it.
Let's do it.
Nice.
Boop. This is fucking music.
Why is he smiling so big already?
He's gonna
Oh my
bum rush
God.
an army of perverts.
No, it's gonna be ocelots and hula hoops coming out of the
All you
woodwork.
hear
that happens, we get
is
Yeah.
the loud breathing and huffing and gurgling mac and cheese of Beauregard as he, in the darkness, is eating his mac and cheese all by himself.
Oh.
And you're at the camp.
Well, now we can't play darts.
It's fine. Just keep your eyes open for anything that might be coming down the pathways.
But I need to close my eyes in order to go to sleep.
Well, then you go to sleep. I'll stay up. I can't sleep. There's too much danger.
But you need sleep in order to not die from not sleeping.
But I know that takes what? Days, weeks? How long?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not gonna die from one night of not getting sleep.
How do you know?
I've done it before.
Can that happen?
Well, yeah, but you have to not sleep for days and days on end, and somebody have to keep poking you and keeping you awake and say, "Hey, Grumbly, don't fall asleep.
Oh,
hey, Grumbly,
no.
don't fall asleep."
Oh, God.
You're not gonna die after one night of not sleeping.
Well, you might.
I might.
Well, yeah.
Don't scare him.
I need to. I mean, I can't see at all.
Well, you should go to sleep. I
My
set
eyes
up
don't
alarms.
work not good.
Why are we worried? We got alarms going.
Oh, we do have those alarms.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
all wake up immediately if anything happens.
I'll read you a bedtime story, okay?
Okay. And I'll take my armor off and I'll get curled up in this cold camp.
The ventriloquist pulled out his dummy box and opened it.
Oh,
The
okay.
two clasps made a loud shunk, shunk sound,
Oh, God.
and the top creaked open.
Oh, no. The puppet's not alive, is it? There's no way that puppet's
But
alive, right?
before the ventriloquist could reach in, a tiny ventriloquist hand slapped up on the top of the box.
The puppet's alive! Oh, God!
Oh wait, this is the wrong one.
I told you not to read him that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Hold on.
Why was it alive? It was a puppet!
It's not real. It's
That
not a
doesn't
real
make
story.
any sense.
It's fake. It's a fake story. It's all right.
Here, I'll start again. The opossum who lived.
I start reading Harry Opossum.
It's very funny.
Eventually, I would go to bed unless something happens.
You hear the voice of Beauregard as he wanders back. Cold camp, huh? That's smart.
Dad, keep your voice
I
down.
telling ghost stories?
No, we're watching out for danger.
Well, I
You
heard
apparently left a mac and cheese trail all the way to us.
What?
A noodle
I
trail.
would never do
You
that.
did. The bag tore open. That's why all the mac and cheese pour out of your bag. All
I
right?
would never do that.
Well, not on purpose, I know, but it was an accident.
If we're telling ghost stories in the cold camp,
God damn it.
I never...
What?
Son, I never did tell you what me and... You remember Uncle Clarence?
Yeah, of course I remember Uncle Clarence.
Yeah, good fox guy, you know. We were pals. We were fishing buddies. We hit the track.
Okay, where's this going, Dad?
He was also an enthusiast of the cryptids.
Okay.
And I never told you this because I didn't want to scare you. But Clarence and I went out looking for the ocelot,
Yeah.
and he never returned.
No.
You're telling me that's what happened, Uncle Clarence? You told me he fell off a ladder.
He did in
Hold
a
the
manner
ladder,
of speaking.
What do you mean, from a certain point of view?
But you really should make sure you don't owe up a ladder that's not secured.
I know,
It's
I always-
easy to die falling off a
I
ladder.
always make sure that Grumley holds the ladder for me.
That's good. That's good, but
Are you saying that you used the potential kidnapping by monsters of one of your childhood friends to teach your son a lesson about climbing ladders?
as a father, wouldn't you?
Well, I think I'd teach him the lesson about not going into the
Better than
woods.
scarring the poor boy after what it was I saw in these very woods.
Well, what did you see?
I'm not convinced.
We went looking for the ocelot. And I hate to say we found it. 20 feet tall.
That's more than 15 feet.
Horrific long arms. And real big hands.
Big hands.
Short little legs. Horrible glowing eyes. A terrible face, hairless, like some sort of
hairless mammal face.
What?
But the little hands that take your teeth, oh, they're there all right. In the thousands. All in its fur. A whole colony of horrific giant centipedes with strange 5-fingered hands. They're the ones that steal the teeth and bring it back to the ocelot. When it came upon us 20 years ago, I heard Clarence screaming.
Oh, God.
And I ran. What I saw that night, I never want to see again.
What did you see?
I saw the ocelot.
Were you listening? He just described
He
it.
just described what he saw.
He just told you.
Like
It
a
was
square
it was
inch by
for
square
dramatic
inch.
effect.
What was there like a lot of blood or viscera?
If you're not careful with how you ask the question, he's gonna start the whole story over again.
No, don't start the story. I mean, like, about your friend. Did you, like, see the evidence of it? Was he like a bloody pulp? Was his neck broken? Was his head removed?
I saw the shadow.
Was he skinned alive?
He was taking a leak in the woods. And I said, you shouldn't go that far, Clarence. And he said, nah, I'm fine. I'm a loud pisser, so I don't want to wait long.
Wait. Uncle Clarence told you that?
Yeah!
Why would
we
he
were
tell
good
you that?
friends. We
Why
always
would you
talk
share
about
that?
loud pissing. with
Why
my
would you
friends.
share that detail with a friend of yours? What?
Well, he said he was a loud pisser. And so he liked to go far into the woods so he wouldn't be embarrassed about pissing so loud.
Do you have to keep?
Suppose it's something you need to know
Do
about.
you have to keep pronouncing "pissin" the way that you
He
do?
was, and he went so far from the camp, but I can still hear him piss.
He really likes to attack it. He likes to attack
He
the
does.
word.
You're spitting all over our
And
faces.
then-
It's almost like you're pissing on
Some
us.
say on quiet nights you can still hear him pissing.
Some quiet nights, exactly right.
Are you saying
Some
that
saying
the
when he was
ocelot-
snatched by the ocelot, that he's still pissing in fear.
Pissing with no teeth.
I don't believe any of this. This is a stupid story. Uncle Clarence fell off a ladder, and that's all there is to it.
Hey, but yeah, did you hear that? That sounds like someone's pissing out in the forest.
Oh my god. Is it really? I think I hear it too.
I don't hear
be.
anything.
No, I think I do, maybe. I think I maybe do.
No.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, me too. You too.
Clarence, is that you?
I think I definitely hear it.
Oh my gosh, what day is it? Today is the anniversary of his disappearance.
It's been 1 year,
It's been 20 years to the night.
so it's the 20th anniversary?
The 20th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like 20 years.
Death of Clarence. The ocelot got him. He got more than he bargained for.
Pissing for 20 years, that's a lot.
That's a lot. You know, after
Oh no. Are you all right, Mr. T Raccoon?
yeah, just a little bit of a.
Sounds like you got a kidney stone or something there, Pop. You all right?
Is it by chance the mac and cheese coming back?
The mac and cheese. I just, I'm allergic to all this pollen out here. It just doesn't agree with me.
You're turning red in the face there, Mr. Raccoon.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, come on. The dog, of course, farted.
What?
The dog farted.
Hey, don't you blame that on Brumley.
No, it wasn't me
Brumley,
this
come
time.
on.
Hey,
We're
you
a
don't-
mixed company.
no.
There are ladies present.
You don't know Brumley enough to be blaming that on him, all right? You don't know him well enough.
Made Beauregard shit his pants.
I think
Beauregard made Beauregard shit his
Yeah.
pants. He made that mac and cheese. I told y'all not to eat it.
Oh, he definitely
I'm
shit
so
his
glad
pants.
I didn't eat it.
No, I'm
It
just.
smells like he shit his pants.
I'm just gonna go off into the woods to have a think about old Clarence.
He waddles away.
Yeah,
He's just taking tiny steps.
yeah. He's taking very small steps. and
There's a
waddles
loud
away.
squelching noise with every step.
I told you guys. I'm glad you listened to me. Finally.
I
even know
can't
what
hear
you're
you over the
talking
sound
about.
of your dad.
And that would have been all of you. And you'd all be dead. And I'd be the only one.
Your dad's a real loud shitter.
Margaret,
Also,
baby,
Uncle
God.
Clarence did not get killed by some mythical creature. He fell off a ladder.
Is he screaming about shitting?
Probably. Just ignore him.
I
Just
think you
ignore
said
him.
something about someone named Margaret.
Wait.
What was that? Is he in trouble or is he just?
I'm sure he's in all kinds of stuff.
Trouble! I'm in trouble!
Yeah. He's on his own now. He's on his own.
But I can do it on my own.
Well, I think we've all been there.
I hope he dig that hole big enough for his corpse to fall in.
Oh God, this hole is way too small.
But we're not gonna bury you when you die, old man.
Oh, I hope I don't die from this.
It's very likely. It's very likely.
Should somebody play some music or something?
I would
Give him
love
a
to,
bit
but
of
I haven't been able to
privacy?
buy a new banjo.
It is gonna be just absolutely all wild if we did all this, all the thieving, all the flim flamming, all the misdirection,
The life
all
risking.
all the faking our deaths.
That's
all
what
the
I'm trying to say.
time to save your dad.
For nothing.
Only for him to die shit in the woods with a hole not big enough
To be fair, Chad's
to dig
right.
his dick.
And you do have to roll a D100 because he's shit.
That's true. You have to roll a D100. If you roll a 1, you burst into flames.
No, it's. I thought
Your
it was.
head explodes.
one?
It's
No,
a
it's a
100.
one.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, it's 100.
If you roll
It's
a 100, your head
It's a
explodes.
100.
You
No, your throat
burst into
slits.
flames.
You burst into flames,
That's right.
and
That's
your
right.
your throat
Your
explodes.
throat explodes. That's right.
He's good.
All right.
Sure about that? Sure about that?
Oh, that was about to get.
You sure about that?
That was about to get real hereditary.
All right, guys, we gotta go.
Oh, this is just like my favorite Charmin Stain Bears book. Oh.
Steen, but
And he's just groaning.
Cook stupid meals, win stupid prizes. I
did
always
anyone
say.
ever see that Genasi major image about Sinbad?
What's a major image?
Oh, you know, it's
That's all I'm thinking is for
No, it definitely is. It's where you go and you watch a play, but it's filled with major characters.
Oh, a play. I've seen tons of plays.
Yeah, but in like newfangled cities, they call them major images now.
Oh. Like moving images.
Yeah, and Sinbad
Like
was
moving
starring
pictures.
in one of them.
Who's Sinbad?
I told you it was the Genasi. I don't know what that means.
What's it?
Oh, what's the
I don't know. I think it's a certain type of gerbil.
You're the only Gen I see.
That's very funny. Ooh,
That's pretty good.
boy.
That's pretty good.
Hey, Booker.
Yeah, what's up, Conley?
Do I piss loud?
Why are you asking me this, Conley?
Well, I'm just worried. I've never really heard it, said that someone could be a loud pisser as opposed to
Well,
maybe a normal or quiet pisser.
I can honestly say with 100% accuracy that until this single moment, I've never thought of it. It's never come to my attention, so probably not.
But what if I am a loud pisser?
I think we'd know. We'd all know. Peggy would have said something by now.
And I attract the ocelot.
You're a loud breather.
No, you're not a loud pisser. But what you...
There it is.
What do you mean?
You breathe real loud. You can't hear that?
No, I don't
Sounds
know
like
what
a bunch
you
of
mean.
gravel in a metal bucket.
We might as well relight the fire. They gotta hear you from further before they can see us.
But I don't piss loud?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I was so worried.
No, it's not the sound of your piss that's the problem. It's... You know what? I'm never going to be able to teach him how to bury his own poop.
It's gonna be all right, buddy. It's gonna be all right.
It's not gonna be alright.
We're not talking about you, Dad.
Oh,
You did this to yourself. You have no one to blame but yourself.
Oh, who could be responsible? How did this happen?
You didn't boil the water.
I did everything right. Oh.
Your dad really doesn't like responsibility of any kind, does he?
No, he doesn't, which is why he's in this mess in the first place. And I didn't even want to take him out of the damn clearing.
Well, I'm sorry that I suggested it.
No.
I was just trying to help your family.
You
and
were
not
trying to do the right thing.
get you all mixed up in family drama.
No, I got you all mixed up in family drama. This isn't your fault, Grumley. It's mine. I should have known better.
Yeah, but we could have just let your dad, get killed by the various powers that be that all want him dead.
And what kind of son would that make me? Not a very good one.
No, you're right. You're right. No, we did the right thing, and I don't want him to die. He's your dad.
I tried to not let him eat the mac and cheese. He just doesn't listen. He's so stubborn. It's just like he thinks he knows everything.
So, I mean, with all that being said, what's the point of even taking him to a new clearing? He's not going to listen to you about now gambling.
I understand that, but I had to try.
Wait.
Do you think maybe you should have just left him to his own devices and just let the Italian family have a crack at him?
Otherwise, I wouldn't have done all this if I thought that.
Here's the thing. He doesn't listen to you. But maybe if Peggy took her clothes off and suggested things, maybe he'd listen to her.
I mean, maybe, but we'd want to get to the clearing first, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just too cold for me to take my clothes off, and I'm all out of suggesting.
No, I don't mean like right now. I just mean in general.
He's
once
also
we get
made
there.
shit in other business.
What?
Oh, I'm cramping. Oh, thank God we're not swimming. Oh, boy.
Once we get to Pottsville.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then, and if you
Legally distinct. Oh, boy.
and then maybe you can just do what you can to convince him to stay.
Well, and things are kind of boring there, so hopefully there's not much trouble for him to get into. Now, if he leaves after we've done all this, what can we do?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We're in the middle of the woods, and somehow he ate dysentery macaroni and cheese and is now shitting himself.
Right from the river.
This is the most boring of a place anyone could ever go.
I don't know. I think the woods are pretty exciting.
So I think
Dysentery water.
Is that what you call it?
I think throwing your dad into any kind of town is just asking for trouble.
Like I said, had to do something.
You made the right decision. As our faithful leader,
Oh, I wouldn't call me that.
you've never led us astray, not even once. Not even when we decided to put Nestor in charge of safety and security of our musical.
I'd also remind
no
everyone
one could have seen that coming.
that
Let's be
everyone
real.
was in jail.
Not even Quasimodo. He wouldn't have had the foresight to see that happening.
Not even when we decided to throw our lot in with Alexander Hamilton, no offense, and all the perverts.
That was just poor judgment. There's no excuse there.
Even when we decided to get mixed up with the assassination of the Viceroy in Click-Clock Crossing, we didn't make a single mistake because we had you as our leader, Booker.
Well, these things happen. What can you do, you know? You win some, you lose some.
You just have a knack for things, is all I'm gonna say. You've done a great job.
Well, I think that our choices are a problem for tomorrow. And we should all just lay down and get a good night's rest, falling asleep to the dulcet sounds of Beauregard T. Raccoon shitting his brains out.
Oh, Sherry.
You're right.
Oh, Sherry, baby. Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try to keep my eyes out for things for a bit.
Good night, Booker.
And good night, Grumley.
Good night, Bitsy.
Good night.
Good night, Jean-Claude.
Good night.
Good night, Peggy.
Good night, Crumley.
Good night, Mr. T. Raccoon.
Ah, good night. It's gonna be a long one for old Beauregard T. Raccoon.
Should we check on him at all? He's probably dehydrated.
Water's not gonna help at this point, especially the water that he brought from the river.
No, I got a big cup of water from the river. I'm drinking it. Don't worry.
Well, he's definitely gonna be dead come sunrise. There is no saving him now. It's over. It's all over.
Oh, I've got a whole bunch of river water. Oh.
You all fall asleep. No watch, correct?
I was
Well,
gonna
we
stay up
have
for a bit,
alarm. We have alarm.
but not all night.
Okay.
And then we have alarms, so.
You wait. Beauregard comes back, stumbles back eventually. It's like another hour.
Yeah.
And he comes back and he looks pale. He's pale.
For as pale as a raccoon can look.
can look. Is he he doesn't say anything. He's trying to look proud. But his pants are dragging.
He's deflated.
He's deflated. And he just kind of grunts at you. And then he has the remnants of his sack. And everything just kind of pulls off.
There you
And
go.
butthole.
Yeah.
All deflated.
Once he's back in camp, I would then go to sleep.
Yeah.
Provided I didn't see anything. Buttholes and shreds.
Tonight's episode should just be called Remnants of a Sack.
Yeah. As Grumley, I need you to make a perception check
Oh,
at
boy.
advantage.
Oh.
Here, let me roll one.
Yeah, do it.
Perception?
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Not bad.
Wait, hold on.
Advantage, you said.
Yeah,
And
roll.
I'm a dog. I think I'm proficient as well.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You wake up in the middle of the night. As you see the moonlight shining down over the camp, you see that everyone is accounted for. And then off into the woods, you hear rustling. And you realize you feel yourself kind of like shake a little bit. And you hear some rustling a good 100 feet,
That's just
maybe closer from the camp.
happens. It's just the sounds of the woods. That's what Booker always says.
And you kind of feel a little bit of a rumble too.
Rumble in what way?
Like the kind of ground beneath you shakes a little bit.
No, fuck.
Surely I must be dreaming right now. Mr. T. Raccoon is asleep and not shitting himself. I'll pinch myself and surely wake up.
Ow! You're rumbling, and then you hear a loud snap.
Oh my god! Booker, get up! Booker, get up! Get up!
Don't say that. What?
Get up! Get up! Oh.
What is it? Do I hear anything?
I think it's the ocelot.
Make a perception check.
Shh, quiet, Grumley. Perception?
Yeah.
I got a 7.
7.
don't
You
hear-
see nothing in the woods.
I don't see
then the ground shakes beneath you, and you hear another loud snap, and it sounds closer than before.
Oh my god!
Grumley, I don't see anything. I don't see anything, Grumley.
Well, I can't see anything at all. It's too
No,
dark.
there's nothing out there.
Don't
Is what I'm
you have
saying.
dog vision. You have dog vision. Tell him.
There's nothing there. I already told them. I shouted out loud. The first thing I said, I have dark vision. I don't see anything.
Oh, so maybe it's just the sounds of the woods and
Maybe.
the rumbling of the woods and the branch snapping.
What rumbling?
of
I
the woods.
didn't feel any rumbling.
You feel the rumbling again under on the ground, and make another perception check at advantage as you use your dark vision to peer through the woods.
Much better. 20 total. Dirty 20.
Dirty.
You hear a snap, and you are staring. Your eyes are now adjusted after waking up. It's crumbly. You can see nothing. But Booker,
My eyes are doing
you
this.
see ahead, and you see something move through the woods, and it's very, very subtle movement. And you look, and all you can see, you realize now why you hadn't seen anything. You had been watching and looking at the creature that's lurking not very far from your camp. But you had thought it was an enormous tree. As you see that this tree doesn't have bark, but fur and pallid skin. As the fur moves as if something is crawling beneath it. And you realize now, as your eyes, that what you are seeing far off, which might have been a lurking person, is simply a knee. As you look up and up and up and up, and you see the moonlight catch on a glinting eye. And you see that there's an enormous creature hiding behind a tree, but the tree is maybe a quarter of the width of the bulk of this enormous hulking monster. And you see that it's looking at you, almost with shining yellow eyes, a almost no nose to speak of, a horrid face of, you don't know what a simian is, but it didn't look too dissimilar from the hula girl that your father had. As you see an enormously long, shaggy arm, and you see as its eyes are very clearly looking at you past this incredibly tall tree. It's over 20 feet tall, as it is looking at you with a broad grin of horrific sharp teeth, as it is just standing there. And that's what you say.
I look at Cromley and I say,
There's nothing out there, right? There's like...
Don't panic.
Okay.
What I want you to do is calmly get Bitsy and Peggy.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Jean-Claude and my dad.
Okay.
And get ready to run.
Hold on. My heart's starting to go. What do you mean run?
If I say run, just run, okay? All right?
What are we gonna run from? Oh my God!
Go get them.
My doctor said it's just.
At this point, I've started to scoot, keep my eyes on this creature.
Why are we running
towards Jean-Claude?
Okay.
And when I get
Jean-Claude, get out! Jean-Claude, get out! As you
there's a monster! It's the ocelot!
What? Where?
As the cicadas start screaming, as you all hear rustling from all sides of the camp, as you are all awoke, all of you who are sleeping immediately wake up from the shrieking cicadas, as Beauregard is screaming as the cicadas scream, as this cacophony suddenly erupts all around you. What do you all do as you're all awoken and you all hear this?
Yeah, I would be screaming and saying, like, we need to run, we need to run, we need to run.
I'll grab my pack.
Where we need to go? What direction is it in?
Oh, God. I would try to see, is it standing in the way that we need to go? If I know which way west is? Having a rough idea of where we were traveling?
Make a very quick survival check to see if you can even get a sense of your bearings.
14.
14. You see that it is in the direction towards the deepest part of the wood that you are attempting to go.
I would immediately be like north, pointing north to be like, we need to run north, and being like, go that way, go that way, go that way.
I just disappear into the woods.
You all start screaming as you're all waking up. Bitsy just as you all hear the rustling, as suddenly around through the moonlight, you see what looks like moving through the underbrush. The size of hounds in our world, these huge centipedes, all with grasping, pallid, bony hands. As you hear the snapping of a branch, as suddenly you turn around, as you hear the as a massive boulder is flying from the direction of the beast towards your camp, as the ocelot and its horrific centipede minions attack. And that is where we'll end the session.
No.
Oh my God, we're being assaulted by monkey trouble.
Yeah,
oh my God.
There's nothing we can do against the CR-75 monster.
We have to start next session like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, the Attack on Titan music plays.
Happy October, everybody!
That's very good. That's very good. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're not done yet.
We're not done.
We're gonna do Adventures and Chill. We're gonna talk about our favorite moments. We're gonna theorize. We're going to, answer some comments and questions, and then we will be back again on Friday. We're gonna be hanging out, having a good time, playing some games. I'm voting 6 hours of Skull. I hope that wins.
We might do that.
That's what I would like to do.
It's not
If
gonna.
that's what everybody wants to do, let's do it. We'll
figure it
vibe
out.
and answering
The
questions.
point is, we're going to be hanging out and having a good time. So if you can't stay for Adventures Chill, join us on Friday. Then we'll be back on Monday for some more Woof Up. And then we've got some awesome Patreon events scheduled for this month. The 13th, the 25th, I think. I have to commit them to memory. It's better if when I type them, they get cemented into my brain. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Go check out !Grim. Go check out the sponsor for the stream today. Use that link. Go follow. Go check out Grim Hollow Transform from Ghostfire Gaming. And we appreciate the sponsorship. And with that, are there any other announcements before we chill?
If you're disappointed that we don't have Icebound or that Beneath Dark Wings has also been canceled, they will return. Just not immediately. They're postponed right now. We have a lot going on. We have some major important sessions in both campaigns coming up, including the Beneath Dark Wings finale.
We don't want to cheapen them.
We don't want to cheapen them.
And you can probably tell that Mikey's been working on the crooked moon.
Yeah.
He's lost his goddamn mind.
Mike's fragile mind is unraveling as we speak.
My sanity
I was
is
like
slowly
1,000 centimeters. What is
both,
going
brother.
on right now?
So it will return. In not too long. It's not going to be like a year before they return. We just need a few months. Anything else?
Time to chill.
All right,
Let's chill.
Let's chill. Presumably,
Thank you to our sponsor, Ghostfire Gaming. Appreciate it.
Thank
Check
you.
out Grim Hollow Reborn, or Reforged.
Who wants to start? I guess I could.
My favorite moment is that everything we say just comes true.
Except for the fucking cheap motel, which I think we all would have enjoyed. I would have enjoyed the cheap motel scenario that we got skipped out on.
Well, it is. The night's not over.
You don't know.
The night's not
Night in
over.
the woods.
Welcome to
My
the
favorite
hotel,
moment.
cheap motel.
My favorite moment were
What a
all of
lovely place.
the nostalgia puns with the books.
That was
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
And the what not the Berenstain Bears.
The Charmin.
Charminstein Bears.
That was very
It was
clever.
just- it was very
clever.
The human Della effect.
Oh, the human morphs.
Mandela.
Fucking got me so
I stole
bad.
that
Yeah.
straight from chat.
Because think about how horrifying that would be if we've never seen a human before.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
And it's an amalgamation of human.
it would be some eldritch
animal.
shit, man.
I think, man, there are a lot of good moments. I think one of my favorites was whatever Phineas Whisperwind or whatever his name was.
Pendleton with Smith or whatever. I don't even remember. It's because
Yeah, Richie
looked
pointed
right at me.
you.
And I'm like,
Richie
what?
like pointed at you.
You were cool with it. You were ready to stop being all the NPCs.
Well, I thought you were going to keep rolling with it.
No, I have
What
a
do
favorite
you
moment.
do here? And you're like, I don't fucking know.
Raise your hand if you realize that the person that Nikki was going to suggest saw us die was going to immediately recognize that we were alive in front of him. Because
I did.
that shit was
That one
fucking
surprised me.
so funny.
That one surprised me and was very clever.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was my
This
favorite
is a fun
moment. Holy
session.
shit.
Yeah.
Mine was Beauregard shitting himself.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
That
too.
took like a good 20 minutes of the stream.
Yeah,
well done.
solid.
Beauregard shitting was so funny. Oh my god.
And us just having little fun, like, we're just vibing at a camp and just goofing off with each other. That's fun.
Beauregard coming back saying, cold camp. Telling ghost stories.
I like your Beauregard impression.
I can't do it unless he's only done it like 2 seconds earlier. I'm one of those crows that just repeats what people say.
Yeah.
I can't do it by myself.
But you know you can do by yourself? The moaning frog.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
I can do that.
Oh,
No one can take that away.
Yeah, no one can take the moaning frog.
the Harry Possum zinger.
That
you
was
got in.
fucking good.
So
yeah.
fucking good.
That was really good.
A lot of good references.
Who's it gone?
Mikey.
Oh, yeah.
Nikki, have you gone?
Half of you guys have been.
Oh.
No, we went.
You didn't go.
I said the Phineas
Yeah,
Whisperwind.
Pendleton.
You didn't go.
Pendleton.
Pendleton
didn't
with
go.
Smith. Yeah, I went.
I don't know. God, my favorite part.
Tossing monkey trouble into the.
Yeah. As soon as
Your description of the ocelot fucking.
is the
crushed.
whole.
I know exactly what he looks like.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what you're combining together.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
And so, like, as soon as the ocelot was mentioned, and like it suddenly is talked of a cryptid, I'm like, oh my god, we need to have a horrific ocelot in the woods that attacks.
I think it's a mutant.
Oh yeah, it's a horrific mutant.
Once you said it had crazy long arms, I was like, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, I just love that that's the campaign of where whatever is mentioned offhand
It happens.
Comes to pass.
comes to pass. And that's how the creeping crustacean happened.
I love that Derek's misunderstanding of what an ocelot was from like 2018
It's given us so much
has
joy.
given us so many amazing fucking moments.
For those
so
of you who
many
don't know
laughs.
the story, who don't know what the fuck's going on, I thought an ocelot was a type of monkey for a long time.
Like a bush baby?
No, like a gibbon monkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gibbon monkey was what I thought an ocelot was, and so I started describing an ocelot in reference in was it beneath beneath our wings, and I was describing its little hands and gripping like this, and Kelsey looks at me and just goes, "One of us is very wrong about what an ocelot is."
It's a fundamental
Yeah, a fundamental
what an ocelot
misunderstanding. Holy shit! So apparently it's some kind of cat.
It is pervaded all of.
It's in every session.
I've referenced it
campaign.
in the announcements when I used to do bits for the announcements.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's. I don't even think that was captured. I'm sure we have it somewhere.
You know, you
but-
read something in a book and you think it's pronounced a certain way.
That's right. Run like the wine. Run like the wine, Bart. Run like the wine.
Live and let die.
Oh man.
Love and let die.
Yeah, that was a fun session. Thanks for playing, guys.
I got questions. Want it?
Oh, the Booker and Beauregard like fight again felt so real.
I think that's some of my favorite shit. Is when I can just argue with, when I can just like fight with Mike and like, you know.
Oh, I mean, you complaining about all these things, like wishing, like I hope your hole's big enough, and he's like,
it's too small. It's definitely too small.
I definitely didn't.
What
think
an
it's
image.
Big enough.
What an image.
I believe Derek is sort of newish to Minecraft. Cool
Wow.
words.
Wow.
I was playing since it was browser only, before it had a version. But when you fell and you went, ugh,
That's the most hurtful thing anyone's ever
that's
said.
the most
to you.
hurtful thing that anyone
Wow.
could have said. Just because I don't spend time in the jungle to find out what ocelots look like in Minecraft doesn't
I
mean
gotta
haven't
read this
been playing
question
for a long time.
from Banjo Man.
Oh.
Ooh.
Maybe you can give me a lesson or two. When I was going through Witchlight, I wondered if Gideon's gears are related to Luffy's. I hear that Andy and Mace reference Gear 5 in the desert. My questions are you all big One Piece fans? I can say that I'm not a huge One Piece fan. I'm a huge live action One Piece fan. I know very little bit about the anime and the manga after that. But yes, whenever I hear Gideon talking about his gears,
Yeah.
it makes me think of Luffy.
Yeah. I watched One Piece like through I think when they had gotten to the arc that has Crocodile when it was on when it was playing like all the anime on Cartoon Network like I watched just on TV. But it was not my intention to reference. And that's also like if you know it, that's the time like he doesn't do anything with gears like at that point. He's not like changing form or anything. So it wasn't my initial intention to reference One Piece at all. It's completely coincidental.
I ended up loving the live action based on the recommendation of everyone here. But I actually knew so little about One Piece before I started the Netflix show. I didn't even know it was about pirates.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I guess this is about pirates. And I was like 3 minutes in, and they were like doing this pirate thing, and I was
That's
like,
pretty cool.
Huh,
Yeah.
cool. Well, it doesn't. One Piece doesn't scream pirates to me.
No.
You know,
I don't
as
think
a
if you
title.
just hear the title, you wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
It was just
that's
totally
Yeah,
off my
I mean,
radar.
as someone who was aware of
Pum,
anime,
pum.
is like a fake anime fan, or the anime that I love, but I don't know a ton of anime. And I just know about it from the zeitgeist, from the culture, going to anime cons and all of that. But I never got into the anime. I read the buggy
The
arc
anime.
in the manga. And but the live action season 1 was unbelievable, and so I became a massive fan of that. So I know that's blasphemy.
I also think right when we were playing that desert episode, it was literally right when Gear 5 had happened. It was like, like in our
That was like the
world.
massive moment
It
of
was huge,
Gear
huge.
5 like finally being
Yeah,
revealed.
he like
Was he
gets
like a
white
giant
hair
red-
and he bounces.
No, that's Gear 4.
No,
or
Gear
2,
5
or
is
3.
basically when he's like Wukong.
He's like a laughing clown.
He's got like
wow.
white hair, and he actually goes from being like giant and
He looks like Luffy.
crazy blown up
Yeah.
like muscles to he's like super slender, and he's very like elastic.
That feels more
Yeah.
Luffy.
Well, a
to
lot
me.
of
it's
people
actually-
complaining, or this is what Luffy does normally, but turned up. That's lame. But
Yeah.
that's the point.
That's more
right?
thematic.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the thing with him turning like giant, like red, and I never got it. I didn't understand why.
It was like he was like blowing up his rubber.
Yeah, okay,
he was like
that's
increasing his
Okay,
rubber form.
I see that.
But his hair was like got all squiggly and black. It was weird. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
was always weird to me. The gears were always weird to me.
I thought, yeah. Well,
Sounds
I think
fascinating.
Gears is probably just like localism. Like I never understood why it was
translation.
referred to as
I don't
like Gears.
I didn't look enough into it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Booker plays a banjo. What would the rest of the gang play as a band if they could play an instrument?
Jug.
I was literally thinking Jug,
Jug?
For,
Yeah.
Jug from Betsy.
That's a throwback to the very first time we played, where Booker played the jug.
Either upright bass or washboard. You know,
Washboard's a good
if
one.
we're gonna get together a whole like bluegrass band.
Somebody's got to play the spoons.
Peggy's
I
definitely
would've-
spoons.
You think
I feel like
Peggy
Is it all
Spoon's good?
bluegrass
Jaw harp.
instruments?
Jaw harp.
Oh no, Peggy would have a jaw harp.
Jaw harp's
100%.
another good one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I would have said like piano, but if it's got to be bluegrass instrument.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well,
little
like,
more
if
traveling.
we were to do
Yeah.
like a band.
If you're
more
a
traveling.
Chanticleer, you probably just know how to play the guitar.
Oh, that's really funny.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiery Dingo asks a very pertinent question. Are you all doing PAX Unplugged this year? Yes, we're going to have a booth. So stop by, say hi. It'll be fun. We will be, at least some of us will be at PAX Unplugged for sure. We're not doing any events. We're not doing anything like that. We're just, we're working.
Guess who's PAX? PAX Unplugged.
It's pretty good.
Guess who's PAX? Guess who's PAX?
I like
Guess
that.
who's PAX?
Every
Guess who's
time.
PAX?
I love that, Derek.
Thank
That's
you.
very nice.
Thank you.
I like this question too. Middle-aged Plague wants to know, during the ads, is Mikey doing the head shaking while he's doing the camera?
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, do I?
100%.
Yeah, you
You know
can't do
what's
the
you know what's funny about that?
You do the whole. You always do the head when you do the voice.
maybe that's the
I
case.
could not tell you because all I do is look at the puppet.
Yeah.
When we do those ads, Mikey ceases to exist, and
yeah.
it's just me talking to a puppet. It's
Yeah.
very bizarre.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get in this weird headspace where it's like it's all real.
It's
And,
very
like,
easy to like consider him as a person that's there.
Yeah.
To interact with. That's why.
That's that's the Muppet effect of like when actors interact with Muppets, the puppeteer they don't think about that.
Right.
It's literally like they're interacting with the Muppet.
Mikey ceases to exist, and I'm
It
there with
means they're doing
Derek.
a good job as
Yeah.
a puppeteer.
I was just gonna say that
Yeah.
means you're crushing it.
We're consummate professionals. Sorry, I'm looking for questions. Give me a moment.
No, you're good.
Oh, good.
It's been a wild couple weeks, couple months.
It's been a wild couple weeks.
Since cool.
Have you guys ever watched The Ritual? Yes, we have. We've talked about that movie a lot on this channel.
Great fun.
I'm not.
You'd probably like it.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I will say that
There's
it
some
would have been
watch.
it would have been
There's
better
some
with
shit
a
in that movie that would freak the fuck out of
yeah.
you. But I think overall you'd be like, that was a good movie.
when you finish the film. I wish that it had stuck the landing hard.
There's one
but it's still
particular
strong.
scene that I think you would be like, no, fuck this, I'm out. But then after that, you would really enjoy.
Is that the wake up
Yeah.
scene?
I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it.
I'm just not big on gore.
No,
Even if
no.
things are like really unsettling.
That one's not particularly gory. It's because I really don't like gore either.
Yeah.
That is a hard line for me. If a movie is relying on shock value, I think it's a shitty movie generally.
Right.
So I'm with you, and I don't feel that one was overly gory from what I can remember.
Okay.
It's really
There's
creepy.
some grotesque.
There's a
things,
couple
but
gory
it's not
moments,
egregious.
but it's not a
Things
not
should
gore for the
be-
sake of gore.
Well, right. That's what I really don't like. I always point at my favorite movie to point at for that has always been Saw 1, where there's gore.
Right.
Oh.
But the very first Saw, I actually think like it's very much to kind of further the plot.
Yes.
And I actually really
first Saw.
It's
the
a
first
great
Saw.
film.
The
The first Saw is
I
excellent.
really love.
People shit on it, but the first Saw is excellent. The Ring is
I
great.
really liked it.
I really like The Ring, but it gets shit on because of all the weird stuff that happened around it, and because of it was such a trope maker that it almost is like
The Ring was the film that like haunted me for a year.
really.
As a kid.
Oh yeah.
I
That movie's
love
fucked
that.
up.
I
The
couldn't
first-
get it out of my head.
Salt Wake
That's a
Down.
film. That's a film that is extremely rare. That one of the biggest scares happens in the first 5 minutes, and you're still scared for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Usually when you have a scare, it lets all the air out of the balloon. But then they do that fucking closet
The
lady.
closet. No, that
That shit will fucking.
I was what 12 whenever that came out.
we were-
saw it.
we were
Oh,
middle
I
school.
was old
Super
enough
young.
that it
We were
wasn't
middle
And
school.
terrible. for me.
I had never seen anything like that before in my life. It fucked me up. It's a great film, bro. I mean, it's spooky.
Yeah.
One of these days, a patron will ask about Resident Evil, and I can tell this. That was my like terrible,
Really?
horrifying.
The film?
No.
Oh,
No.
the game.
The first game was the one that gave me the like I can't sleep for weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Because
that's
there are
back
certain
when-
horror movies that hit you at the age. That,
Oh
Yes.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Are you talking about the game?
yeah.
Mace, have you finished Grocery Strahd yet? If not, where are you?
No, I moved to Beneath Dark Wings to catch up for the finale. Now it's paused,
I love that.
but I thought it was
I think
gonna
that's
be
a great
You've
idea.
got time.
a month away.
That's a
So
great
I was
idea.
trying to catch up so I could be in the mix for the big finale.
If-
But I'm on Creeping Rot, same place. Chris
so you
Strahd.
haven't- okay,
I've
got
not
it.
progressed past. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm 2 episodes or 3 episodes past Creeping Rot. I just always say that because that's
Your End of All Hope, maybe.
possibly.
Right.
Herb
Yeah.
Jinx wants to know if Gary Goodberry was in the Dimwood, what critter would he be? Where would he be
Stay
from?
tuned.
Let's fucking go.
That.
He'd be a giant. He'd be a giant Titan ocelot.
Yeah, that's actually very funny. If this creature has the Gary Goodberry voice, I'm gonna laugh
Oh,
until
hey,
I die.
guys.
Hi, everybody.
That's very funny.
You guys like
man.
boulders? Because I sure like throwing them.
That's very good. Oh boy.
Hey, puny human.
Hold on.
Puny critter.
All right, we're gonna end on this one. This is a great question. Captain K says, "Has anyone had a real-life Beauregard moment while camping?" I can
boy.
probably say with confidence that I've spent the most time in the woods out of everybody at this table.
Yeah, probably combined.
And I have luckily never contracted from drinking bad water or anything like that in all the time that I've spent in the woods, because we've been prepared, and we usually have iodine tablets or water filters that we use while we were on the trail. So I've never been in a situation where I was like sick while I was camping, luckily.
I've had Beauregard moments in the comfort of my own home.
Well, yes, no,
Like
that's
20.
infinitely more likely. I'm probably better off in the woods to not have Beauregard moments.
Yeah. I mean, catch me any night after a hot pot meal, you know?
That's very funny.
But not in
Just
the woods.
like literally.
Not in the woods.
Yeah, I have lots of stories that are not in the woods.
Yeah.
But
That's just a Tuesday.
If we experienced,
Well, I mean-
or rather, not.
Why do you think I'm
we,
drinking all this Pedialyte?
Andy
Adult
experienced
Pedialyte, thank
the
you.
That's right,
result
it's
of
adult
a
electrolyte
Beauregard
drink.
moment at MagFest a couple years ago.
Oh, I told that story though.
Yeah.
Was that during a Patreon event? I told that.
I
though?
think it was Patreon.
Let's stay in Patreon
Yeah,
only.
stay Patreon
keep
I'm
it
not gonna.
exclusive.
I'm not gonna talk about Explosion
Andy,
Man here.
Yeah.
I've only had good experiences.
Great question
You know?
to end on.
Yeah.
We are going to raid our friend of the channel, Lore Master of Sotek.
Oh, he's playing Space Marine 2.
He's playing co-op Space Marine 2.
Go show him the love.
Has
Show him the
been
love.
tuning in and helping out
Every Monday.
with our Wuff-Rup campaign every Monday.
And every single time I tell him like, "Hey man, you don't have to like tune into this." He's like, "No, I want to. I'm loving it." So like, he's a good dude.
He is one of the most knowledgeable people on the planet about the Warhammer fantasy universe, and he's grinding out some Space
go
Marines.
show him lots
That's
of love.
right. Yeah,
So
give
I
him
wanna
a
start that
follow.
raid.
And also follow his YouTube channel.
Yeah, go give him a follow, tune in. I need to play this game.
Yeah.
This looks
Oh
so
my
fucking
God.
cool.
We should find a
looks pretty.
time to just make content and
Is
play
it
it.
multiplayer?
I think so.
Yeah.
You can
If
go
we
on.
get
I would a
If
million
we can get 4 people
play
in,
this
we'll
game.
rotate. We'll rotate
Yeah.
because we got a bunch of
shit.
people who want to play.
Holy shit.
So let's fight.
That looks
Fucking figure
Is
it
it,
out. Go
is it like
show 'em the love.
PC? Or?
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Right.
We'll talk